So hey guys, we are live now, and we have team Avika with us. So I'll just let you know guys the rules. So you guys will get 3 minutes, and after 2 minutes, I'll be ringing up a bell, and we have a judgment panel. And after that, after 2 minutes, I'm gonna warn you that you are left with 1 minute, and after 3 minutes, I'm gonna forcefully stop you. After that, we have 3 minutes. Judges can have Q&A with that. So all the best, team, and Team Avishka can start. And whenever you are ready, just let me know. I'll start your timer. Over to you. All the best, guys.
Garisha, share the PPT.
All the best, team.
Thank you so much, sir. So we are ready.
And your time starts now.
So greetings to all the judges. So here we present to you a solution for curbing hate speech against women on Twitter. Quickly going to the next slide. I'll tell you what inspired us to do this project. So basically, I am not able to tweet anything on Twitter because my parents stopped me from doing that because women are trolled on Twitter a lot. So we need to stop that. And how can we stop that? So next slide, please. So our motto is "Wo bachengi, desh bachega." We need to create a safe environment for women because uh, to uh, we need their opinions and we need them to voice their opinions because we want a gender diverse scenario everywhere. Next slide, please. So we present to you our solution, that is Aveksha. So Aveksha is a Pali word which means monitoring or keeping an eye. So quickly going to the prototype. So here we have a very user-friendly website that analyzes and scrapes out tweets and especially the location-specific tweets. So the user has an option to select the city that he wants to, that he lives in or that he wants to search for, and it will find out the tweets and the top users from that city that use hate speech. So now we'll quickly go to the selling points of the project. So the selling points include it is the need of the hour because we want to be gender diverse. So we need to make them feel safe so that they can voice their opinion. It helps to identify the culprit and helps police by location so that they can catch the culprit from the from the place that he is located in. So we'll quickly go to see the website and how it looks. So this is the website. This is the landing page or the home page. Let's go to the so this is the tab where you'll know all about the project. So here we have the information about the project, and then let's quickly visit all the tabs. There is a tab for facts, there is a tab for statistics, and it's a very harsh situation for women on Twitter, and especially those who have a little color, basically the Black women, the Latin women, and the Asian women. So let's quickly go to the creators tab, and I'll tell you something about our team. So I am the leader of the team. My name is Abhigya Verma. I'm a sophomore from IGDTUW in information technology. And my friend Garisha is also from the same branch, the same college. And the website developer for us is Samyak, who is a student of 9th grade. So he has developed the website for us. So let's go to the Twitter Today tab. So this is the main tab where you can go and you will see that the results are showing. In the top, there's a list of people who are tweeting hatred on Twitter, mostly from Delhi. And this is the word cloud that shows that rape, cases, break, and these bad words have been tweeted a lot about women. So this is in relation to women that has been tweeted. And as you can see here, negative tweets, neutral tweets, and the positive tweets. It's a bar graph that's showing the statistics. And let's go quickly to the top and we can change the city as well. So there is a list of cities. So as my teammate has selected Chennai, so quickly here's the result for Chennai. Again, the situation is bad. Bad words have been used, scam, murder, rape. So this is the scenario on Twitter for women, which is really bad. and this will help in curbing this problem, because it is really
Time's up,
important.
guys. So it's up to judges if they want to extend a 1 minute to this.
Let's finish that.
Okay, sure.
You
You
can.
guys have, yeah, you guys have 1 more minute to go.
Okay, so I'll quickly show to you that tell you. So this is what we had basically on the website. So I just wanted to tell you that the scenario is really really bad, and here what we are trying to do is we are helping the police or the authorities which are responsible for this, and they can find out that which people are having the most number of bad tweets on Twitter, so that they can locate them, and it's location specific. That's the best point, so we can actually locate the culprit. And uh, if- uh, in further times we will also be adding a feature of monthly and yearly representation, so we will be having the top users in a particular location for a year or for a month. This is for 24 or 48 hours, but as we will progress with the website, there will be an option where we can see the yearly and the monthly results as well, so that will also help. uh, and in this way we can find out the culprits. And the most important part that here we have concentrated on is that if somebody is watching or monitoring us, then there is a fear in the culprit, and he stops doing these things because he knows that somebody is watching. So this is what we are trying to do right here. So that's about our project. Thank you so much.
So just a small question here, right? So you are showing some sentiment and you are showing the word cloud. So may I know like what tech stack you used for that? I mean, you have predefined pre-trained model, or you are having your own model to find the sentiment of the tweets?
So there is a very effective model called the text blob model, which we are using for the sentiment analysis
Got
of
it.
the tweets.
Got it.
Uh,
And then
so
for fetching the tweet, I mean the tweets, you are using some third party module, or you have something of your own?
So for extracting the tweets, there is an option of Twitter developer account. So I have got a Twitter developer account, and it allows you to extract around 50,000 tweets in a project. So that is the
No,
option that
no,
we have used.
you got me wrong. So we have Twitter developer account for fetching the tweets, right? But once we fetch
Right.
the tweet, we have to actually, I mean, pre-process the data, right? The
Yes,
textual
sir.
data has a lot of emojis, links, images, and all. So we have
So,
to
sir,
pre-process that, right? So you are preparing the data by yourself, or you are using some libraries or some module to do
so
that?
no, sir. So basically, we have prepared the code for cleaning the data. We have done lemmatization, and I would request my partner Gorisha if she can open the Jupyter notebook where we have the code. So we have written the complete code where the cleaning of the tweets is happening. We are extracting the hashtag, and all of that is happening.
Got it.
So she has shared the file. So this is the code. As you can see, we are doing lemmatization. We are doing the cleaning of the text. Um, Words
So
are being split. Yes, sir.
So I mean I mean you are bifurcating the tweets by providing particular hashtags, right? I mean like these are the some abusive hashtag. We will filter those tweets, right?
No, sir, we are finding out all the tweets related to women, and then we
Okay.
are segregating them.
And how come like related to women, whether by hashtag or you are using some kind of intelligence there?
So, sir, I would like to bring you to this line. Can you concentrate on this line? DB tweets tweep.cursor API.search
Uh-huh.
language English. So here is Q is equal to search words. So in Q is equal to search words, there's an option that you can give some words related to which the tweets will be extracted. So
Got
here
it.
we have given the word women and girls.
Got
Yes.
it. Got it. Yeah, understood. So the my question was like whether you are hard coding this, or your model is intelligent enough to detect that this tweet is related to women. So some tweets can be even related to girls, while girls or women is not mentioned in the tweet. So that's what I mean.
Okay, sir. Okay. So no, it's not that intelligent,
Got it.
but we are giving the search word.
Okay. Great job.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, team, I have a very simple question going ahead. I understand that these are the words that everyone should take care, and we are enabling the woman to grow as much as strong you can. But on the other side, if I have to see this way, how your program is filtering that the person is a guilty or he's a innocent? Is there any criteria that you have thought of to bridge that line in between or not?
So, sir, for that, we have done one thing, that not anybody who is simply like, I can say that rape needs to stop, and maybe I'll be filtered out, and then I'll be given as a top user, but I'll not be given as a top user, because if I'm tweeting that every day and to a particular person or in a particular context, then only I'll be filtered out. I won't be filtered out unnecessarily.
And what I was about to make a point was, if I have to raise a voice and if I am making a valid point every single day, I'll be tweeting on that particular using the hashtag, let's say, example, girl safety or women safety, or I stand against rape and XYZ things.
Yes, sir.
So, don't you think so that you will have the enormous data in favor rather than getting the right data in terms of for that accused person or
So
something like that?
I have an answer to that, sir. So this model which does the sentiment analysis will act is actually that intelligent that it'll understand that you are trying to stop something, or you are trying to do talk in a positive fashion and not in a
Mhm.
negative fashion. So when you are writing something, it'll actually analyze if the context is negative or if the context is positive.
Mhm.
So simply using the word rape or murder or threat or something like that will not put you in the witness box. It is, or in the top users list if I talk about the website. So the sentiment analysis is that intelligent that it will figure out if you're talking in a positive scenario or if you're talking in a negative scenario.
Okay. Just as last question, if I'll give you the entire budget, how much time you think that to make it live happen?
Sir, I think hardly 1 month, because we are done with everything. But just one thing left, that the since we have connected it using Voila, so we need to make that page also like connected with the website and give the nav tab over there also. Since we had limited time, so we could not design that page accordingly. Only
Understood.
the results were
Thank
presented
you.
there.
All the best, team.
Thank you so much, sir.
So Abhigya, you said that in 1 month, the project will be ready to ship. Don't you think that it needs an admin panel, and also because anyone visiting your website can see those names, and again, like it can also question the security of that person. I know that the person is not is posting something which is not acceptable, but again, that might lead to the question the security of that person, right? So
Right,
how
ma'am.
are you and your team planning to like save that? Like, will there be any admin panel or something?
So, ma'am, here we are not saying that we'll be giving it like Google search. Anybody can do anything on Google search. We are not going to send the website in that manner. So there'll be a particular admin team who can access the website or the application and see the user's name. So we'll be doing one thing, that the word cloud and the statistics of number of negative, neutral, and positive tweets will be available for everyone, but the specific names of the top users will not be available for everyone. That will only be visible to some of the admin people, mainly from the cyber cell or the concerned authorities who need to take action against them.
Okay, that's great.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Abhigya.
Hi,
So
ma'am.
my question is, I know these things. We have women impart things more rather than we have other communities, or even if I talk about men or lesbian communities. So in future, are you going to target those as well? As I as I see is, I don't see that only women are getting targeted there. Even some men or even some skinny people, there are many characteristics there, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
are you going to target all those? As I
So,
want this to be a concept where everyone who is getting demoralized or doing, so I want everyone to be you can filter out everyone there.
okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, I'll tell you, when we started working on the project, we had not this in mind that we'll do it with women specific thing in mind. But we started looking for the stats, and we came across one of the images that is there on the website also, that says that every 30 seconds a woman receives a threat tweet. So that was really alarming. So that's why initially we thought that we should concentrate on women. And of course, I have thought this in mind that something called as locker room happened recently. So it is really important that we also target the teenagers, the LGBTQ community, and even the elders here over here. And we are definitely planning about that as well.
Okay.
So I guess time's up for team, and thank you, team. So I'll ask the next team to join. You guys can leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Jesse, you can mark them down.
So it was Team Alexa, right?
Yeah. Okay, up next we have team Qt.py. So, team, are you ready?
Hey, hi panel. We are ready.
So,
I have with me my team member Ujjwal. If he can unmute himself.
Yeah, great. So you guys can start your
Yeah.
presentation, and do let me know whenever you are ready. You guys know, like, we have 3 minutes for this, right?
Okay. Just let me present my screen, and can somebody confirm if it is visible or not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So, sir, we are
So-
ready, and you can start the time.
Okay, your time starts now. All the best.
All right. First of all, a very good morning to one and all. So we all have this one person around us who always have the answers to the most basic and local questions to our queries, like what's the best place to eat the breakfast, or for example, where's the cheapest screen replacement shop in your area, right? We all have this kind of guy in us. Now, what if that one guy can be available to your queries and you can ask anything about your locality to him within your smartphone? And not just him, a dozen, 100 others like him. Meet Localize. So we are Team Qt.py. We present to you our project Localize in the track Open Innovation. So let me first introduce my team. I am Vrijraj Dagur, and my co-founding member Ujjwal Mittal are BTech students of second year, and we are pursuing this project. So the problem here is with the current Q&A platforms that there is no local platform to express your opinions, get help, or even suggest something about your locality. All right, there is Quora, there is Reddit, but these are all global. There is not local, which you can tell about your neighborhood. All right. Absence of a platform to express this knowledge, and we usually see on this platform that there is more of promotional content than actual opinion. For example, let's say Google Maps. We have something, some place, and we see reviews. I'm sure you will agree that around 80 to 90% of the reviews are of people who are friends of the owner or are getting paid for being giving out positive reviews. So that actually confines the actual opinions. So this is why we came up with this idea, Localize. Localize is a platform. It is a social platform with an interactive ask and answer interface. So you can ask anything, get answers about your queries, about your neighborhood, and about your locality or your city or even your state if you zoom it out. The answers that you get there are verified, popular, and you can share your knowledge about that. All right. So due to the time limitation, let me just move on to the prototype. So we have our prototype here. I'm sure you guys are able to see it. So as we see, here is the feed that we get. Here, all the locally asked questions are present. Let's say, what is the football stadium, and where I can get my phone screen, as well as some local news. So when we click on something, we get prompted to ask to be logged in. So let's just log in once. And then we can see, like, Virendra Rathod asks, is the football facility good in Savai Mansingh Stadium? And we have some locally verified answers as well. So people who are actually living there, who went there, can give the answers, and very true answers. Now the question arises, why anyone would answer this? So for that, we have what we call the leaderboard and profile. So every time you answer and ask question, you get rewarded with coins and awards. These awards can help you level up the profile, and you can flaunt your profile there. Also, we also have a global and an overall leaderboard. Let's just say this weekly leaderboard, which is the top questioners and top answerers, and we have the overall leaderboard as well, who are the like overall thing. All right. Along with this, with the beta, we have a beta platform as well for news and events. So what news and events mean, that you can get local events at your place. Like for example, if something around the corner is happening right now and you might not know about it, you can get the detailed list of all the events right here, and the news as well. So last one thing is the explore page. The explore page right here is another thing of beta program. So you can click on any location and explore this location. When you click on this, you get a list of all the questions that are present there, and all the things that the community is talking about. So I'm going to share this uh, the link to the prototype, and you guys can check it out yourself. um, just a moment. So that's it from our side. This is what localize was, and we're looking forward to your questions. Over to you, sir.
So,
Hello.
so it's a mobile app, right? Cross-platform, or is just Android or iOS?
Sir, it will be cross-platform, and it is not just confined to the mobile app. We are developing a website for it as well. Just like Reddit, you get an app and a website both, and you can interact with the website as well as the app. So that will be the case here as well.
Okay, so currently, what you have developed? I mean, do you have anything mobile app ready or website
Sir,
ready?
as of code, no, we don't have code, because, sir, what actually we can present in the prototype using Framer, that would take a lot longer to build into an app, into a cross-platform app or a website. So we decided to put on the functionality to display. All right, because if we sit down to code it out, it might get a little bit left out. Like things might be left out, and we might not be able to get all the things that we want to show in the code because of the limitations. But in the prototype, we can show each and everything that we are planning to do.
Okay. Like I just wanted to ask, like all the functionalities are working or what? Like
Yes,
because I
yes.
can't use this search functionality.
Yes, ma'am. There are some limitations to Framer. Like we cannot connect the backend in Framer. We can only show the front end. So even if you search something about your locality, that would require backend functioning. So even if you post something right here, you can type anything here, and if you post it, it won't display in the screen, because obviously the backend is not done yet. So because of Framer, we are using just the front end to display the functionality that we're trying to show, what we're trying to do.
So as of now, what are the tech stacks which you have used or like planning to use?
Ma'am, for the tech stack, we are planning to use React Native for the website, React for the website, and Flutter for the cross-platform app. The website production has begun already, and we are working on the backend first. We are developing the website inside out.
And what's for the backend? So React will be for front end, right? And
Yes.
backend for the tech.
For backend, we are for the database and authorization, we are using Firebase, and for managing for the database management, we are using Firebase, and for connecting the backend, we are using either Node, yeah, most probably Node for the website end.
Okay, means you haven't decided. So just one thing, right? So just think in this direction, right? There are already things which does the same thing, right? Have you heard of nearby.com is there, and there is then
Yes, sir.
Justwell is there, and all this works in the same principle that you are going to build, right? So how do you think that your idea is different from their idea? I mean, idea of the Just Dial or idea of Nearby?
Okay, sir. First of all, you can. It is more of an ask and answer interface. So what you actually have to do is you have to put out your queries, and then you will get answers about it, like kind of a Quora, but for locality. And the another thing is the feed that you are seeing is like sorted out with the locality that you're currently in. So if in Jaipur you're living in Malviya Nagar, you are most probably likely to see the feed that questions are being asked in Malviya Nagar, and then you can set it out to yourself, like how wide of a range you can see. So another thing which we said that it refers to nearby or just dial is that the questions that are being asked here are being answered by the normal user as well. So what a person who asks one question can also reply to another question. So it is all just community led.
Good. And how will you avoid spam?
I'm so sorry, sir. What?
So how will you avoid the spam? So like, right, every platform is getting a lot of spam, right? So how will you avoid? The only thing which I see here is, if you are building something for local use, it should not contain any spam, right? Because the Quora, Reddit, and all these has a lot of spam thing, but you should not have. So how will you avoid that?
So for that, we have upward, downwards, and awards. So in the feed, the most popular and the most highly upvoted and highly rewarded things posts will be coming up in the higher priority. So that will come up in the higher order in the feed. So people who like those questions, like if a person really liked the question, he will upvote it and he might award that question, and that question will come up in the feed. So it is basically how the community handles it. Like if a person is spamming, then the whole community will get to know that he is spamming, and he will get downvoted, and as he get downvoted, he will go down the stack in the feed. So that is how only the relevant and most popular and sorted stuff will be showed up the stack in the feed.
Cool.
So it is basically all up to the community. Obviously we will be moderating ourselves as well once the app is live, and it is not something like once it is live and we'll just let it out. No, obviously we will be constantly monitoring it for hate speech, for spamming and stuff like that, and if it is being misused for wrong purposes, that will be monitored. But in the feed stack, what other users are going to see will be community managed, as the more the question get upvoted, the more it will show up in the stack.
Are you planning to like add a feature, like if someone is answering my question, like suppose I have added some question and if people are answering that, so will I get receive any notification or anything like that, that okay, my
Yes,
question
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Those notifications will be displayed here. Like for example, here, all the notifications, like a specific number of upvotes that your question reached. Like just say, for example, for 25 or 100 or 1K notification, then you will get a notification for upvoting. If you have an answer received, so that also you will be notified that yes, your answer has been your question has been answered. Also, another thing that we are going to show here is in the profile, we're going to see all the questions that you yourself has asked. So you can always go back and check here that what is my question is and how many answers I have received. Other than that, yes, notification will be sent out for answers.
Sorry to interrupt, but time's up, guys. That's it for team Qt.py. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, sir.
Judges, you can mark down their result. Okay, up next we have team MST07. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. You guys know that we have 3 minutes for overall presentation.
Yes.
So you can start sharing your screen. Okay, whenever you are ready, just let me know. I'll start your timer.
So I think we are ready.
Okay, all the best, guys, and time starts now.
So hello everyone. Our team MST07 has went with a track of open innovation, and this is our problem statement. In universities, during break time, there is a lot of rush of food in the canteens. Student and teacher have to wait in long queues in order to order food. Moreover, break time is limited, which make it more difficult for the canteen manager to manage this rush and serve the food quickly. Also, we and many of our friends and also we have also faced this problem. So in order to solve that, we have designed Apna Canteen. So we plan to build mobile application to help both the student as well as canteen manager. So we have two apps. One is user app and other is admin app. So user app would enable user to order food beforehand and also notify them when the order is ready. And on the other side, for the admin part, we have admin app that would help the canteen manager to manage orders and the payments. So now quickly move to our demo part. So right now here in this emulator, we have both the apps running. For both of these apps, we have used Flutter for the front end and for the back end Firebase. This is our user app and this is our admin app. The admin can also start and stop the canteen whenever he needed, and if the canteen is stopped, the user won't be able to log in. Uh, and this is our user app. Currently, I have logged in with one of the user ID. So let me first show you how the admin can add a new product to here. Also, admin can add also new categories like say XYZ, any category name, and he can also add products dynamically. Means these products are dynamically added to the Firebase and they are shown dynamically to the user app. So let me quickly add a new product. Let's say this pizza. So we have two options for the admin, either a gallery or either the camera, whichever preferable he can use. So this is our new this is a name description. Let's select some category, the availability yes or no, and let's us fix the price around like 79. So we can this way admin can add a new product, and once it is added, this product will be listed out in the user app. So now let us quickly check the user app. So as you can see here, the pizza is been dynamically shown from the database. So now let's now quickly order this pizza, and let me order some more things like this bill. So here is the cart of the admin. So this is pizza and a total amount is counted. This error is only shown in this emulator. I don't know, means that this is a problem of this emulator. Whereas we have tested in the mobile, this isn't shown there. So let me quickly place the order. So here, as we can see, this order is placed, and the order status is currently ordered and waiting for confirmation. And once the food is ready, admin can also confirm this. See here, the admin can see all the orders. Like if admin want to confirm order, the food is ready. The same way it is being shown, food will be ready. And if admin want to reject this order due to some reason, then he can reject the order, and the same way the user will be notified order rejected. On the furthermore, we have some feedback if the user want to give feedback of the food. And for the availability, we have this availability feature, yes and no. So that was our application. Admin can also edit the all the details like name, description, price, and all the same way.
So hi Deep, I just have one question. So how are you taking care of the payments and everything, like refund and all? Like, are you using any library or planning to use anything?
So currently we have only for the payments we have only one thing, cash means cash. So and payments can be handled only like done. See here it is done, and if pending, like pending means if once it's done, like cash is been sent, then admin can get it done. But on the further, we have thought of using some kind of APIs that will handle or that will handle the payments for on both the user side and the admin side. But currently we aren't using any API for the payments.
Uh, Hi, Deep. So, sorry, Gaurav, you were
No,
about.
no, 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 no
Okay.
problem.
So, Deep, I want to ask you are using Firebase for backend.
Yes.
Did you check the documentation? Did you face any limitations around it, or can it be used like free, or can it be used securely for all the things you are doing here?
Yes, means as long as we have checked the documentation of the Firebase, we have that some portion of the Firebase documentation we have read, and we found that it is scalable, means it can handle more orders, and on the security wise it is much more secure. And for handling this type of mobile application like based on cross platform Flutter, then it will easily handle that. So we choose for Firebase.
Which property did you see for the Firebase that is handling the security and everything with Firebase?
For the login part, we have something known as authentication. The Firebase has itself has authentication property that as of now we know that.
Okay, but I think there is some issue with the SMS part, the OTP sent to the user through Firebase. That is not that much optimized, or sometimes user don't get OTP. But let's say this is the real problem right now, and you are facing that. How do you resolve this? As if I am a user and I have to enter an OTP, and after that only I will be able to order something. So and I am not getting OTP at all. So if these kind of cases occur, how would you handle those cases?
For that part, we will try to research on more things, means using some other services. So we will probably research on, means if we want to implement this OTP, we will research on, and we will try that, and only afterwards we will publish that in our code.
But how? As in, Firebase won't be maybe providing you that that status for not getting, for the failure of OTPs, or not getting it on user side. Maybe you when the OTP is sent, that is showing a success, but on the phone you are not getting the OTP. And now after using the application and getting known by the users, then you will be implementing that, or how are you? I'm not getting that point.
We will implement this. As of now, we will take more the feedback from the user side, and means what type of feature do they want, and also we will think that how do this OTP feature really make sense, or a simple notification like food is ready will make a sense. So that way we will think.
Okay. So thank you.
I guess, thank you, Niharika, for saving me that from the food hunger. I guess your question literally saved me from that pizza ordering part. Question to you, Deep. Uh, as I was about to, when you started sharing that pizza item, I was about to take my phone and place the order. Why I should come down to the Apni Canteen app when we can see the lot of canteens, or I should say the lot of restaurants where, or like in the schools or in the colleges nowadays, or in the MNCs, we do definitely have the Swiggy's and Zomato application there. What is that unique feature you would love to say that your application have? I can get all the admin consoles and everything which are pre-built. Why I should come to you?
Actually, this is application. Currently, anyone can log in, but for the safer side, this is for the university. Means only university students can log in. No other people will be able to log in. So that way,
Understood. Why I will make my phone more heavier when I already have these applications, and my universities have already tied up with Swiggy, Zomato, or for whatever the names are, big names are, and I'll be more happy to use them. Why I should be using your app only?
for see, Swiggy, Zomato means I haven't means we haven't any experience that most of the canteen do use. So means if the canteen want their own app, so this way, and our most of the part of our app are dynamic, like product availability, changing details, and that is a free service for the admin side. So it will be better if they have their own app instead of using Swiggy and Zomato.
Sounds like a thing. Okay, no problem. All the very best.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it, I guess. Or any other judges have any question?
So just one question, right? So what's the backend tech stack that you have used to build all this, dynamic functionality that you were talking about?
So for the backend, let me show you our this is our backend. This is our cloud Firestore, and this is how we handle the categories and feedback means step by step, all the orders, and they are all interlinked with the username.
So just one question, Deep. So do you think that Firebase database is scalable when you have a lot of data to store?
As of now, we have read that Firebase can handle this scalability part. Means if there are so many users, then also it can handle. So till now, means we have research on that. So it has shown that it will work fine.
Okay.
It will handle the number of orders if they are more.
No, so I mean, like, up to how much scale do you think that it can be scalable? Meaning like 1 million daily users or 10,000 daily users. In that, I mean, in that stats.
Currently means we don't know the how much, but for our app it fits the best. We think
Got it.
like that.
Okay. And for backend, you have used Node.js, right?
No, for means we have developed the complete application with the Flutter application. Means everything Flutter,
Okay.
and for the backend, this Firebase.
Got it. Okay.
Are you using any cloud functions for that?
No, I mean cloud means like storing an image. Everything is handled with this Firebase only,
Got it.
and we are retrieving with our application with our
Okay.
Dart functions.
So suppose I have ordered a food and like admin removed the category. So how could you manage the data?
Means once the order you have ordered the fit means till now we have everything is shown dynamically. Means if it is removed from here, means if the availability is not there, then that will not that item will won't be shown on the user side. But if the order is placed, then uh, this app can't do this. Means that the admin's side issue. But the
I can
availability.
suggest something. If the admin deletes that order after the order is placed, then the admin can just reject that order. We have that option.
Okay.
Okay.
So just to confirm, Deep, so your app is directly interacting with Firebase using their API. You do not have any middleware or any middle layer for backend, right?
Yes, it's directly connected with the Firebase.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
That's it, team. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Judges, you can mark them down.
Please again, someone. What was the team name? It was MS.
MS-07.
07.
Yeah.
There is a background noise from your side, Vashal. Guys here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, you can start sharing your screen and I'll start your timer.
Please confirm, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is. Okay, your
Hello,
time
everyone.
starts now.
Hello everyone. First of all, I like you all to meet my team, Akriti, Jeel, and Kirti. We all are freshers, BTAC, CSC. We have opted for a women's safety track, and our problem statement is much clear by this image. I'll make it more clear to you. As in our society, girls are not safe. They have been encountering with many rape cases, eve-teasing, acid attacks, and online harassment, and the list is endless. They are afraid to go to a police station or register an FIR because they think that if their identity will be revealed, the society will defame them and gradually judge them. So, for that, we have come up with a solution of designing or developing a website known Abhavya. That means incredible. Every woman is incredible and safe. Here, the main intention of making this website is that we want each and every woman to feel safe and secure. We want that each and every woman should be that much capable that they stand on their own feet and can go wherever they want in wherever field they wish to. Now, I'll take you to my prototype. So this is our home page, Abhavya. Here, talking about our main aim. This is a secondary home page. Here, we have 5 columns: home, rights, about, blog, and contact. So in about column, we have mentioned everything about Abhavya. Each and everything is mentioned here. Now I'll take you to the most interesting and the most best part of Abhavya. Here we have how can we have help column. We provide 6 services to women. First, they can register a rape case here, or they can register a case against stalking. If they feel they are being online harassed, they can go for that also. They can report an acid attack. So many of women feel like self-confident and are demotivated. So to make them independent, we also provide some self-defense courses here. So they can directly apply here and can go for it. Now, if some organization wants to collaborate with us and wants to organize an event, they can contact with us and they can reach us. So these events will make women feel special and will motivate them. Many of women are not able to complete their education due to some due to marriages and many things. They are not able to complete their education. So if a woman wishes to complete her education, we can provide many courses and we can help her out with that. We also have a contact column here. If someone wants to get in contact with us, they can fill this form and can directly reach us. So I'll take you to the rights column. As I said, many women are not able to complete their education. So they even don't know about their basic and fundamental rights. So we have a rights column here, so they can go through their fundamental rights provided by the government. Now, it's blog time. So many women feel demotivated and catches negative vibes. So we also have a solution for that. Many women who are connected with us and who will be in future, so they can share the inspiring real life stories via blogs. We'll verify the stories if they're positive, and if we feel that this should be shared, then we'll publish it on our website. Now, we also have an chat column here. If someone wants to contact with us or wants to share something when they feel unsafe, they can directly have a one-to-one conversation with the coordinator of the site. Thank you. That's all. Now you can ask some questions if you want.
One question. How are you going to verify that if a person or if a woman is registering that, okay, register for a rape case or a threat or anything, it's true and it's really it's really happening? It's not someone is just pointing out to someone. So how are you going to
Okay, so
verify that?
I'll answer you. Like we have a Google form connected with the links. So the person who wants to register a case can simply fill the form. We'll verify the details. We have a email column there, a phone number column, and a address one. So we'll basically move with some documentations and paperwork, and then we'll have a proper verification of that person. If that person is true, then we'll help her out without revealing her identity in public. It would be to us only.
Okay. One more thing. Okay, Raghu, go ahead.
Yep. So if you want to really report an FIR in the police station, does it also require for you to be identifying yourself in front of police?
Actually, what's the problem is that when a woman thinks that I'm having a problem and I should go and register a FIR, many times the family member only tells her that no, you shouldn't. Like you are defaming us also. So many times a woman thinks that going to police will defame her family's reputation and would not be good for her. So she could come to an NGO or can directly go to a website where she can register it without at all revealing, like we won't reveal her identity in public, but if she'll go to some police station, maybe she can encounter with media or whatever happening there. So it is a safer side.
So even if you are not revealing her identity, but to file an actual FIR, she has to reveal it, right? At least with the police.
Yeah, with the police and with us. Like we won't reveal it to public and media.
Okay, cool.
Actually, the main initiative why we started is that in 2019, in every 16 minutes, a rape case was registered. Like a rape case was happening. This was only the data which was registered. So there are many rape cases which are not even registered. So we want that each and every victim should get justice. So if she is not able to seek justice in like via FIR, she should come to us. Like we'll help her seek justice.
Are you planning to have hygiene? Are you planning to have any application for it, or and why did you choose this Wix platform for building any website?
Actually, we are freshers. Like we are first year students, so we don't have much knowledge about backends and all. We can develop a front end website. Like the main page which I showed was developed with like I'll share you the screen. Is my screen visible?
Not right now. Yeah, now it is.
Basic, like I'll share you. Like the first homepage was developed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So, like we have developed a website using this. But if we want to add some more feature, we just went with Wix.
Okay. But I can see many other websites also doing the same thing, or anonymously anyone can register their complaint and action can be taken around it. So what other thing you are providing here? What different thing you are providing to the people, or to women, or empowering them?
We not only help them seeking justice, but we provide some self-defense courses and educational courses also, so that they can be independent and can stand on their feet. So we have that also. And if if she wants to have a one-to-one conversation and want to share her real situation, she can go for that also. We are
Are these
organizing
resources
different
free?
events.
Okay. Are these resources free, or are you going to tie up with some
No,
education
they'll be free of cost.
And are you going to tie up with some NGOs or educational institutions for that?
Yeah, like if they want to collaborate with us and wants to and really want to organize an event in favor for women's, then we'll go ahead.
Jheel, what are the chances that a person or a girl is just visiting your website and searching for self-defense courses or maybe rights for women by the government of India? Because I can simply search it on Google and like click on any website and just go ahead. And for self-defense courses, I just everyone has this YouTube app and we can like search there also. So what are the chances that the user will be visiting your website and searching out there? Or
Yeah, I agree with Varsha, because this was the only question I was asking you, because I can find many resources. I can see many anonymous websites where I can just go and make an FIR, or I can file a complaint. So yeah.
Actually, the thing is that our website is not only like we are providing a one-to-one sessions. Like if someone wants to learn self-defense, then we'll provide a one-to-one session, like one person and the one instructor. So on YouTube or any other platform, we like they are not time bounded. Like many times we just take it for granted. So if we are going for one-to-one session, a woman will be much responsible towards it. So she'll take it seriously. That's why we just thought that just make it one-to-one session so that women can also take it seriously and can uh, have a particular time for that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Hands up, guys. Thank you so much, team.
Thank you.
You guys can leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
So we have next team with us, Team Syntax Error. Are you guys there?
Yes, we are here.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, you can start sharing your screen.
Yeah, sure. Is this visible?
Yes, it is. And your time starts now.
Yeah, thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Syntax Error from Modern Education Society's College of Engineering, affiliated from Pune University. And in this project, our target is to predict the BMI, age, and gender by just using users' face image. So, in this, we have applied data and image preprocessing to apply facial recognition algorithms, and specifically, we have used the MTCNN model, and finally, we give the output. We'll just explain you the flowchart. Afnan?
Yeah, so at the front end we have Anvil. So the user has to basically upload his or her image, and when the image gets uploaded, it will be passed to backend using Anvil's API. And on the I'll just tell you the backend process. So first we have the raw data. It consists of image and their like age, BMI, and gender values. We have done data cleaning using regex and numpy pandas. We crop out the face out of the whole image using MTCNN, and we have trained the model using VGG16. And then the model is evaluated, and as the image, like the web API, as the web API gets called, the BMI, age, and gender for the person is predicted, and the output is given to the user.
Yes, thank you. So I'll just show you a small demonstration. Yeah. So this is on Anvil platform, and using the Anvil API, we have linked it to the Jupyter notebook, which is our backend. So here, as you can see, we show the BMI, age, and also we have shown a brief description about the BMI and ways to keep it in the healthy range. For example, if we take Dean Norris, yeah. And one more thing we have implemented, that if a user enters a photo in which there is no like faces, so instead of just throwing an error in the browser, we display it here, and the last result is displayed here. The last result from the website in which user was entering. Let's take some more. Yeah, so as she's underweight, we have shown a brief description. This is the code on Anvil API. Yeah, we are just calling the backend, and this is a backend on Jupyter Notebook. This is the link to connect it to the backend, and I have called that function here. And as said by my friend, we have filtered the images. We have prepared CSV files to train the data. We have used MTCNN to extract the faces, and then VGG16 model to determine the for training the model. Sorry. Yeah. So please, if you want to ask your doubts.
Have you used already model, or have you implemented it on your own?
No, actually, we were getting some problems, so we have taken guidance from other codes also. Like we have used discussion forums, like
Okay.
in Stack Overflow and everything.
I want to know your part here, as these are already there.
Okay.
You can just research and you can do, and even I want to know the practical usage. I am not pretty
Yeah,
sure about
practical usage. I'll just explain you the practical usage. So, like a lot of people either don't know how to calculate the BMI or they don't know their BMI actually. So, like if the people already know their BMI, so they can like get in the healthy range so that a lot of diseases can be avoided. And also for marketing strategy, like some fitness apps or fitness trainers, gyms can like just pop in the social media, like check your BMI, sort like this, and then if the BMI is not in the healthy range, they can tell them to take their subscription.
Don't we have the machines already there for BMI calculation?
Yeah, we have, right?
Yeah.
We already have, but in this we will prompt the user.
And what is the error rate for your model? What if is it like 100%, 90% success, or
Yeah,
everything giving correct
yeah.
result?
So it is here. As yet, we have trained 10 epochs. In the first we had used only 3 epochs to train the model, so we're not getting those correct results. But yeah, now in the final result, we are getting just a loss of 2.6.
Did you randomly divide your data set into train and validation, or is this data set divided previously, like how Coco data set is divided?
Yeah, it is previously divided.
Okay. So how would you improve this model to obviously this is straight up not going to work, right? Like for example, if you take Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, I'm assuming your model is going to predict that he's obese, but he's not. He's extremely built. So how would you encounter those kind of cases?
Yeah, for that we were thinking about like instead of just using the face, we could use the photo of the whole body. But we have not.
In that case, how would you predict the height then from a 2D camera?
We have not thought about that, but right here we are directly predicting the BMI actually. In this particular model, we are directly predicting the BMI.
Okay, so now let's talk about scalability, right? So let's say your app goes into production and you need to handle requests from multiple people. So how would you go about that?
We are thinking about, if we go in this stream, we are thinking about choosing a cloud platform, and for greater usage of this app, we can also we can use IoT. One of our mentors suggested it in evaluation round 1, so we can use IoT. And for example, if a user enters the hospital, for example, if he enters a hospital, so in the entrance we'll just place a camera, and we using IoT will connect it to his mobile app. Okay, if he's already registered in the hospital directory, and as at that time the model will predict the BMI, and then we'll message them in their app.
No, I was more referring to the back end actually. You kind of spoke about the front end, right, of how you capture the data. I mean, how would you serve your model? Right now, you're using a Jupyter Notebook, right? This is just for academics. How would you go about? Like if you've thought about it, I just want to understand
No,
if
actually,
you've thought about it.
actually we were getting problems. Yeah, exactly what you were asking. Actually, we were not able to deploy it properly, so we did some research, and then we have just chosen Anvil model for now. We'll have to do some more research to deploy it on better platforms.
Yeah, like
Okay, so my suggestion would be, for a good demonstration, you could look into Flask. So Flask, with Flask, you can write your own REST APIs, and with that, you'll have an architecture where you can make API calls and get the result. just a suggestion that you could make to your
Sure.
I mean, that a change you could make to your application.
Sure. Thank you. We'll surely try to implement it.
Ritvik, you told that you will be using IoT. You will be integrating IoT hardware. You will be going to use. So, what will be the cost of that? What cost are you planning for this?
Yeah.
As
So
there are already some softwares or tools available. So, how would you convince any hospital or any other like gyms or to use your product?
yeah, so for gyms, many of people use social media platforms, right? So they can directly, like, to if they want to gain their subscriptions, this is a good way of telling the user or the potential customer that they are not healthy enough. Like the BMI is directly a way to tell this. So if you directly, like for example, in Instagram, a person is just scrolling down and he gets a notification that check if you are healthy or not. So for this, as I told previously also, I think I'm repeating the same thing, but yeah, so he'll get the output and the gym can offer their subscription. So for this, we can talk to the concerned authorities or the hospitals. And if people get to know about their health and like they are not healthy because a lot of diseases arise. So yeah, a lot of diseases can be avoided which are due to obesity or excessive weight.
Okay, thank you.
I guess that's it for the team. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for your time.
You can mark them down. Okay. Up next, we have Team Android Geeks.
Yes. Yes, we are here.
You can start your screen share.
Yeah, just a second. All right. So is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
All right.
You can tell me whenever you are ready.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'm ready.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Yeah. Welcome, dear judges. We are Team Android Geeks, and we bring you a project named as Personal Safety Alerts app. Okay, so we are mainly focusing on women's safety because it is a large subject with multiple phases and challenges. So we have focused on a subsection over here. Okay. So here's what our app does. Our app always checks your battery and it sends an alert to your close friends every time your battery falls below, let's say, 3%, along with a pre-generated personalized text message, as well as your current battery and your current location. What happens actually is whenever we go out for trips or something, our battery drains out, and then we get calls from home that when are you arriving home, and when our phone actually is switched off, our parents start panicking. So if they are alerted beforehand about our battery percentage and our location, it would be safe on both sides. And this app is mostly useful for women because people avoid sending their girl child away for some trips or some long journeys. Okay, so here's our features: instant messages, message to close friends. We give a manual alert. We have emergency buttons just in case to call the emergency helpline. We have offline availability, completely offline availability, and we've kept our UI as simple as possible. So now I will be presenting you the demo of our app. So I'm casting my screen right now. All right, so my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so this is the dashboard page of our app. First thing we need to go is select our residential location, because we don't want a message to be sent every time our battery goes below 3%, because that would happen, for me at least, it would happen twice in a day. So we need to select our home location, and this app will send you an alert only when you are 2 kilometers away from your home location. So it would avoid spamming. So I can see right now the contacts are fetched from our SQLite database. So these are the contacts to whom the alert will be sent. So right now I will show you a demo. I will add my own contact, and I have added two of my teammates, their contact. All right. So here we have a text box. Right now we cannot show you an automated feature because my battery is not 3% right now. So we have added just a button just to showcase to the judges a manual alert feature in our app. So you can type anything over here to send a manual alert. We also have pre-generated quick text name as emergency, I'll come home late, come here ASAP. So right now I will be sending an SMS. So I'll click on the send message, and our app will automatically send an SMS to our trusted contacts. Here you can see an SMS has been sent along with the current location to Google Maps. So I can click on Google Maps link, and it will redirect me to my current location because I am here right now. All right. Yeah. So we can send now this personalized text message will be sent automatically every time your battery falls below 3%. Now for some people it may not be 3%, it may be like 5%. So we have added a slider where you can actually set that what is the minimum percentage of battery you want, that an alert will be sent to your trusted contacts. And also we have also added a feature to view our alerts history. So here we have displayed the toString method of our constructor. We have directly printed out the details to whom the message has been sent, our location. This is directly fetched from our SQLite database. Yeah, and we have added about this app screen as well as about a screen. Yeah. So this is a dashboard screen. Every time your battery falls below a certain limit, your trusted contacts will be notified automatically through this app. So if you are to send your girl child away for some trips or for say a long outing, and you probably know that your battery will fall below a certain limit, and the situation can turn panicking, this is the app you need to have installed on your devices. Thank you.
Hi, Rehan. So,
Hi.
did you for the battery thing? Are you using some listeners, or are you using some battery API
We
provider?
are using the default Android battery fetching methods.
So, are you doing this polling after some minutes, or something is there which is listening?
Yeah, we are running a background service in our app which checks your current battery percentage. So like in settings, if you set it to be 10%, at every battery percent it will check if is it 10%. Just as it comes to 10%, it will fetch your current location and it will send it to your trusted contacts automatically with a background service helper.
But won't you think that it will also drain the battery, as it's a listener and it is always listening? And so yeah, so the very first question. And other is what all
Yeah.
permissions is your app taking? As with Google, there are some dangerous permissions, and your app should
Yeah.
have all those scenarios. What all your permissions are you going to use for your app?
Yes, we are asking location permission, SMS permission, as well as dialing permission. One thing I forgot to show you is we also have our emergency dials. So you can like call police, ambulance without remembering actually their numbers. So just with a click, you will be dialed the number. Yeah, and we have used background service. Now, if you're saying that in the background it is yeah, the battery will be draining. Okay, so first time I fetch from the app. Okay, the app returns me 100%. All right, so I know that from 100 to 10, it should take at least 6 hours.
No,
So
we can't go with that. As with the devices which are not with a good, not in a good conditions, they won't take 6 hours. They just take half, or I would say 1 hour to get all the battery drained.
all right, so something like an half an hour would be enough over here. So we will check the battery every half an hour. So once it reaches like 20% or something, we will check it every time, so that when it gets to 10%, an automatic alert will be sent.
Okay, but I really doubt that the permissions you are the battery drainage thing. Have you checked it whenever you are making you have the application in your device, and have you checked it after 2 or 3 hours? What is your battery? Uh, what
Yeah.
what is the battery percentage now? As I highly doubt. As for the battery optimization things, they are already OEMs are doing many things for battery optimizations, and if you are currently listening for something like this every 1 hour, every half an hour, this is this is Google's goal right now. I can say that they are minimizing all the things, or they are making your processes even cut off. They just kill your process if your process is just draining more battery.
All right. So we will plan to optimize our battery fetching code so that it can become user friendly for the devices.
Chinese ROM devices like Xiaomi or Samsung or even OnePlus, even these devices would kill your application, and you won't have a listener for your application that will be listening that you right now the battery percentage is this and that. If till the time you haven't opened the application, and maybe if I have the application and that is just my device is in my pocket, and I forgot to check my application and I haven't made the screen on for my application, I won't be having some listener for the battery drainage. So in those cases, these alerts won't be sent to my close persons if you're getting that.
Yeah, actually, we have an allow accessibility option in the apps. So even you said that Xiaomi and other phones don't allow that. So when we allow accessibility to always run in the background, even those apps will not be able to actually shut down our app. And yeah, we will optimize our battery fetching methods, because there are many apps where they use battery percentage. So there must be some way that is the most optimal way. We will find that and we will use that.
Okay, and what about the permissions? As all the permissions you are using, those are dangerous permissions as per Google, like the contacts or the location or SMS. How have you implemented those?
Yeah. Our app is completely offline. We are not having any interaction with the network. So any data you have will be stored in your mobile phone itself. There is no chance of any hacking or such, because we are not fetching data from any network or any online database. So everything is in your mobile phone. You don't need to worry about the permissions, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it, I guess. Thank you so much, team. Thank you so much.
Should we leave?
Yes, you can leave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
So up next we have team Code Extreme. Are you guys here?
Yes, we are here.
You can start sharing your screen.
Yes. So my name is Puneet, and I'll be sharing the screen. Allowed will be continuing with the explanation.
Yes, sure.
So we are Code Extreme from JSSTU, Mysore. So our team is basically on open innovation, and our idea is that recovery and response of the people who are in difficult areas, like during the flood occur. Like when there is a flood, the people who are in flood areas, they have to be rescued. So basically what we do here is in flood areas, during floods, the communication is a big problem. That is, whenever the flood occurs, the network will be very less, and there will be a communication between any rescue team, like the basic normal rescue team and the people. So here we are trying to build a communication system such that it doesn't network a good internet connection. Only a bit of 5 kb per internet or 5 kb network is enough. So basically what we are doing is we are giving an app to the public, and also we are giving this to our rescue team. And whenever a person who is in danger uses this app, that is if there is flood occurs near his area, and he can send his location to us. And when he sends his location, we'll assign a particular rescue team to him to rescue him from the particular area. This is our basic idea, and we'll be doing the demo from now on. This is our app, and Punir will explain how this works.
Yeah, so this is a login activity. I'll just log in. Yeah, so as Aloyd said, this is the maps activity where the user can send his or her location. So what I'll do is they can just press the send location button, and they will get this pop-up where they can fill their names. Like suppose I'll fill it now. Age 20, blood group B positive, and we have to give like an option if we are a survivor or a rescuer, because we have created a single app for both the rescue team and the survivor team. So we'll just give the survivor option, and we'll just press the send button. So it is sending all the details, and here you can see that successfully sent all your details. So now what they can do is they can, if they want help from the rescue team, they can just press this button, and they'll be allotted to a particular rescue team here. So you can see that this is my location, and this is the rescue team location. So we can just get the location of the direction of there. Just a second. Yeah.
Yeah, so this basically what it does is it automatically gives you, or it automatically triggers us into the Google Maps. And also here, since we are using a random value, that is one person is in a different area and another person is in different area, we are getting the distance as large. We can imagine that the two people, that is a survivor team and the rescue team, survivors and the rescuer by a 4-kilometer area, and this will give the precise location of how far the distance we have to go.
Yeah.
Hello, Puneet. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, so this is the demo of the app. Now, as I sent the location, now Abhishek will share the screen, and he will show the website where we can track your location of all the users. Abhishek, on to you now. You can share your screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Is this visible?
Yeah, it is visible. I'll be explaining how it works. So basically, this is our home page, and we are kind of the middle part between the rescue team and the people. Like rescue team also comes under us, but we are kind of monitoring. Like we monitor everything. So basically, when we press request admin access, it will take us to a page where we get all the information of the rescue squad and also the people who are in danger. Here, this area is my area. Actually, I have plotted it in a different way, and the team, the red colored markers are the people who are survivors, and also the blue color is a person who is a rescue team. So basically, what we actually do here is we get all the information from the source, that is the app. And I guess you know, when Puneet had pressed send location, it had sent the location, and this location has been come to our database, and we have plotted the place. Abhishek, if you zoom it out and show the one more place. Yeah, this place. This place was done by Puneet just now. The red one. That was his location. Yeah, this is the demo. That was the Puneet location. And what we could do is we could also plot the proper direction. Like that is, we could give a specific amount of people. That is, example, there are 3 people in an area, and there are 2 rescue teams. So what we have done is we have assigned we have divided it in such a way that each rescue teams get specified amount of people to be rescued. But since we are using OpenStreetMap, we couldn't do much more implementation. We tried with this Google Maps API. There was a drawback since we do not have the building option, and this is the part. But we have the algorithm, like we have created the algorithm where a person has to be assigned to a particular rescue team, and that algorithm will be explained by Abhishek.
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but your time is up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine. You can ask questions. Hello?
Hi. So I actually loved your UI part. From all the ones I have presented, you have a better, you have designed it in a better way. So how did you decide whether you create an application for anything? How did you decide
Uh, can you tell it again? There is a lot of disturbance. We cannot hear you properly.
I think that is coming from someone.
Abhishek, can you mute yourself? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you repeat your question again? Sorry for the
No.
interruption.
Yeah. So how whenever you start any application, how do you decide any design for that, or how do you design any theme for that?
Yes.
How do you relate this blue color with your theme or idea?
Yeah, so I'm Puneet. I'll be explaining it because I have created this app. So the design part, we have not designed the app for different sizes of the mobile. So we have just designed it for fitting the mobile that is generally given in the Android Studio, like the one, the Pixel 3a mobile that I have designed for that. I have not designed it for so that we can fit it to all the mobiles, tablets, and all. So that is due to the time constraint that we had. So yeah.
And for the login part, what?
Yeah, so for the login part, we have used Firebase database. We have used Google Authentication API. We can even register. And shall I share the screen? I'll show you that.
Yeah, that's okay if you want to. Otherwise, we just know about that.
So for the Google, we have used Google authentication for logging and for registration purpose. So it is automatic and it is precise.
I asked one question from one other for the other team I had. So for if your API fails for the OTP part, so
Okay.
are you planning to have your own backend service, or how are you going to tackle those type of cases?
Yeah, so actually what we have assumed is like people have already, so the OTP part generally comes where during the registration time. So what we have assumed is that people have already installed this app, and during the disaster or any flood, people can just directly log in into this app. So why? Because we have not, focused more on the security, because during the disaster, saving the life is the more important than saving the data, securing the data of the people. So for that we have not focused more on that, but we can scale it up to the larger extent. I can assure you that.
And what all permissions is your app going to use?
Yeah, my app is going to use the Bluetooth permission and the location access permission. The Bluetooth permission is for because we can, people can chat using. We have integrated a Bluetooth chatting application. We have not, but we are yet to include it. We have included a Bluetooth chatting application where people can chat between the nearby without any internet connection. So we have even considered that point where during floods, if the people lose their internet connection, they can chat with the nearby people using Bluetooth. And if they are not able to send the GPS location, then they can send their location through Bluetooth, and the person who has internet can send their location. So I hope I was clear.
Do you know the range for your Bluetooth?
Yeah, I have used, I don't know the exact range, but since Bluetooth is a short range technology, so it can cover up to 5 meters, 5 or 6 meters.
Then even for that, do you think we need a communication channel for those?
So what happens is generally, like in real time, what happens is even if people are within a close range, some person may be getting the internet due to whatever the reasons, and some other people might not be getting the internet. So even these other people can send their GPS locations to the one who is having the internet, and then the person who is having the internet can send these all people's GPS locations to our server or the database, and then we can assign a rescue team to them. So that we have created a Bluetooth mesh network. This is actually a concept in networking where we can create a mesh network using Bluetooth. So that's
And
what
yeah,
we create.
so this thing, like you told, right, a distance is very near. So we can give a best example, that is Mumbai. So the places, or you can say there is some kind of flood in Mumbai in any street, and the houses are so close that one house touches the other. So basically, if they cannot communicate with each other, or they are at some other end, or another example we can take is some flats. So the people in the higher floor can communicate with the people with one floor lower, so that they can send even their location. Here, why we need this is, here when I have told you that we are assigning these amount of people to this amount of rescue ops. I'll give an example. If at the same location we get only data from only one person, but there are three people in that location, we can a rescue op will think that okay, there is one person, so one rescue op will go there. But when there are three people, it will be difficult for a rescue op to rescue all the three people at a time. So to avoid that problem, we are using this. So to get the precise location of each and every person stuck in an area.
And I think Puneet forward one more thing. This Bluetooth chatting is we thought that while planning for Bluetooth chatting, it's not only for sending the GPS. Like as Aloy told, the cases like Mumbai needs require like help from the neighbors. So if they are not connected through WhatsApp through social media, this one will help them.
So with normal SMS, can't they send, as if they have to do it manually, they can just use the normal SMS application saying where are they located.
Yeah, but SMS doesn't have automatically the location, exact coordinates. So that part we have included it actually. So what we do is I've showed you, right, with just a single click they can send their exact GPS coordinates to our database, so that we can get their location and their queries or whatever the
And for location part, are you going to use the high accuracy or low accuracy?
Yeah, we have used high accuracy.
Then there will be a battery trade-off there. So
yeah, so but it takes just they can send their location just one time, and they can it's just a task of 2 minutes. They can send they can open their app, they can send the location with just a single click, and that's it. We'll get their location and we will allocate a rescue team to them. This is an automated procedure actually. So once they have sent their location, they even don't require anything. Of course, I agree that Bluetooth chat will require some battery. It can drain some battery, but that we can't do anything. Like we can scale it up more, but that's actually a restriction to the technology that we have. So within the usage of technology, we have designed this project.
Okay, thank you.
Time's up, guys. Thank you so much. You guys can stop sharing.
Thank you. You can leave, right?
Yeah, you can leave. Thank you, Tom, so much. So up next we have Team DevOps. Are you guys here?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, you can start sharing your screen.
Okay. Yeah, Aqib will be sharing the screen. Just 1 second. Is the screen visible?
Yeah, it is. Okay. All the best, guys. Your time starts now.
Thank you. So yeah, Lighthouse is basically a P2P media sharing application. It is much like any other media sharing application over P2P networks. But one thing that we are going to introduce is the concept of coins. So we realize that most users don't contribute back to the network. So for this, we have introduced the concept of coins. So basically, if a user uploads some data, he earns a coin. And if he downloads some data, he loses a coin. And 1 coin is equivalent to 1 MB. And if the coins go below 0, then the user won't be able to download data. So before we present the demo, I would just urge the judges to go to the GitHub link because there are several intricacies involved in the backend side of things. So just please check them out and give us feedback if possible, because we won't be able to explain everything right here in this short 3 minutes. And I've dropped the GitHub link in the chat box.
So I'll start with the demo. Lighthouse, I'll start my Lighthouse peer. So first time it will ask me for a registration. I'll press yes, and then I will enter the host name of the DHT, the distributed hash table server. And then it will ask me for a nickname. So I'll just give a nickname Lighthouse peer. And it will generate a curve 25519 key pair, and then it will register on the network. And then after we start the Lighthouse application again, it will authenticate and it will start the servers and the desktop application. So here's this desktop application. As you can see, we have 100 coins. We get 100 coins initially when we register. Also, the user is here in the DHT. User is added to your DHT. This is his public key and this is his nickname. So I will just visit my other peer that's running on my other laptop. So it will first take some time to make a WebRTC connection. Okay, so now it made a WebRTC connection and this is hosted on my second peer. This is my blog. As you can see, we went to the blog. And now after some time, the coins will be updated too. Now I can visit the URL static. Here I have a 37 MB random file. If I download the file, it will start downloading and then the number of coins will start to decrease. The same number of coins will be added to my second peer. And now I'll just download another file from my second peer. I mean, I will upload some file from this peer. Just a second, it's loading. So in the meanwhile, I started the downloading, and now the number of coins here will be increased. The file was a 75 MB file, so the coins will be added accordingly. Now, as you can see, to prevent abuse and hacking of the service, we have a thing. We use blockchain. So I'll just query the blockchain, and you can see we have so many nodes. For each request, a transaction is made, a number of coins is added or subtracted, and then the total number of coins. Here's the public key of the user who got the coins or whose coins were deducted. And here's the hash of the last row. So how the hash is calculated is first we pack the record using message pack binary format, and then we use a Blake 2B to generate a 512-bit long hash, and then we base 64 encoded and we add it to the table. So I guess that's all from my side.
Okay, and a few more features I would just like to point out before asking for Q&A is that this app is completely end-to-end encrypted and multiplexed connection over WebRTC data channel and DTLS 1.2. Also, it uses UDP and NAT punch holes to achieve ultra-low latency, which we are thankful for again. And as Akshat mentioned, uses elliptic curve cryptography over curve 25519. And yeah, that's it. We are open for Q&A.
We also have a non-existing screen, error screen. So I entered the non-existing peer and it showed an error. So that's all.
We have numerous error screens for that. If a user is offline or if he doesn't exist, and if the user is existent but his bandwidth is not enough. So yeah, those errors are like that.
Pratham and Akshit got on this side. First of all, a brilliant idea. And why your team name DevOps means? Any particular reason or thought behind it?
In the team before we started the application.
Mm-hmm. That is an apology on my side. This is my first time ever on a hackathon.
Okay.
I just randomly decided to name it. I didn't give it much of a thought. On the project name, we give it a thought, but not on the team name.
Yeah.
So any thought for you? What is DevOps?
Yeah, DevOps is developer operations. So we have stuff like managing servers and deploying applications, scaling them, or managing the database and containerizing Docker, Kubernetes, and a lot of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. You just made the thing very, very absolutely talking about containers and Kubernetes part. What thought you brought in that to utilize container, have you implemented certain things on the Kubernetes cluster for your applications, or
Yeah,
it is just a random thought for
we have
DevOps?
a central DSC server, and
Mhm.
the signaling server used to exchange the peer keys. So
Mhm.
it uses Postgres and Redis pops up. So it's as simple as spinning up new containers on the Kubernetes cluster, or like spinning up some more nodes, and the application will load balance automatically. It's scalable.
Mhm. Don't you feel that the blockchain methods that you guys are using it creates a lot of restrictions while using the DevOps fundamental, or I should say the containers and Kubernetes specifically, because containers are the lightweighted VMs, which I can assume, and you will be having a lot of challenge to import the open source libraries. Don't you face those
No,
challenges
actually, we are
deep
using
down?
Go. So
Mhm.
the application combines into a single binary. So
Mhm.
single binary can be deployed anywhere. You just have to use the environment variables to set the configuration.
Okay. And because I personally love to explore Docker, container, Kubernetes, and I've been working since like 5 years, and it's a tremendous things to work on. How much time you guys took to create this prototype for you?
Okay, I would like to
Yeah,
really
brother.
comment Akshit on this. I would really like
Mhm.
to comment Akshit on this because he came up with this idea 2 days ago, and
Mhm.
we are really honest to us about this. That we came up with this idea 2 days ago, and we have coded the entire database in the last 2 days. Like
Oh,
that is
wonderful.
yeah,
So like here's
and
the commit history for the hub part, like the scalable part. We started
Yes.
2 days ago, and
Mhm.
here's for the client, like the peer client. We have 72 commits, and this was again started 2 days ago. Then we
Mhm.
have a desktop repository and a documentation repository.
this is like a proper team effort from myself, Santosh, and Akshat.
Yeah.
Sounds absolutely like a plan. Thank you so much, guys, from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any question for them?
Once again, I would just urge all the judges and mentors to like go on the GitHub and definitely give us feedback on the backend side of things.
So actually, we made a custom multiplexing algorithm for TCP over WebRTC. So I have that documented here. I forgot where did that. Just a second. So yeah, here's the TCP tunneling and stuff. We use framing, message framing and headers to achieve multiplexing.
I guess that's it. Time's up, guys. Gaurav sir, do you have any questions? So sorry to interrupt.
No, I was no problem. I was just about to ask one thing that you created the documentation and all sorts of clarity. I personally love the clarity part. Uh, just one thing which I was curious to know was the Redis part that you guys implemented.
Yeah.
I have been working on Redis, and I felt that it is quite tough to manage the Redis on database when you have other databases. What attracts you to use the Redis in your this
No,
application?
actually, we are not using Redis for key value or cache. We are
Mhm.
just using for the publish subscribe,
Oh, okay.
just to
Okay.
exchange the signaling data.
And other databases you are capturing from?
I'm using Postgres for the
Postgres.
chain and DST.
Okay, okay, okay. And what is the key size for the public key references you guys are using?
Yeah, we are using Curve 2519, so that has a 128-bit key. The
128.
128-bit key on elliptic curves is equivalent to 3048 key for RSA.
Mhm. Because while okay, yeah, got it. Okay, done. Thank you so much from my side. All the very best, team. Great
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having us. Yeah.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much. You can stop sharing. That's it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can mark them down.
Yeah, yes, sir. 2 minutes. My team want to join.
Next, we have team Git Pull Arab. Are you guys here?
Yes, sir. We are here.
Okay, you can start sharing the screen.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes. One of my friend need to join and share the screen. Yeah,
You can
it
start
was
sharing.
done. Yeah, Prajwal, start sharing. Prajwal? Yeah.
Yes, yes. Is my screen visible?
Yes, and your team starts now, guys.
Is my screen visible and is my voice audible?
Yeah, it is. You can go ahead.
Okay, I'll begin with the presentation. Good evening, everyone. We are from team name Git Pull Error. I am Prajwal Satish, Vishnu Sai, and Sri Vallabha A. We have developed a multi-speciality app. Firstly, let me explain what current drawbacks in society our project will be able to solve. Well, during this pandemic situation, people are actually not able to visit the hospitals and they're unable to do the general checkups like scans. And due to this reason, many people are not able to get their medical treatment because due to the current situation, many people choose to stay home and stay safe. They don't want to go to hospitals. And there's actually nowadays overcrowding in hospitals for people who just normal checkups like MRI scan, CT scan. There's overcrowding in hospitals for just scans. Now, let me explain how our project it can solve the current drawbacks in the present society. We have developed a web app. It will take inputs from the user like images of CT scan and other scans, and we will test the accuracy of the disease using our pre-trained AI models, and we'll notify the user about the level of accuracy of his disease. Let me explain the applications of our project. Through our web app, people will be able to test accurately for any possibility of the disease they might have. And people will be able to use our web app as multi-purpose because our app is not only able to check for 1 or 2 diseases, it can check for many diseases. It's a multi-purpose. And doctors at hospitals will also be able to effectively monitor their patients' health data even when the patients are at their home, because the user just needs to upload a photo of his skin to detect skin cancer, and the doctors can monitor the health data even when the patients are at their home. Let me explain the working methodology of our web app. I'm taking an example to detect skin cancer. First of all, for the first step, the patients need to upload a photo of their skin to our web app. In the second step, then our application will test for the accuracy of the disease using the pre-trained AI models. After that, it will notify the user about the accuracy of the disease. And this is how our app is looking like. Now, it can detect 4 diseases. We are working on the app to detect more diseases. The users can select which disease they want to check for. After that, they need to choose the file. Now here we are predicting for skin cancer predictor. So they can upload a photo of their hand and click on upload image. After that, then our app will give a result of their health. It will give the accuracy whether the person has the disease or not, and it will also recommend them to go to hospital or not. So easily the user can get the accuracy percentage of the disease. My friend Vishnu will continue with the presentation of our web app.
So everyone is able to see my screen. So is it visible? Hello?
Yes, Vishnu.
Yeah. So this is our web application, which my friend was told about. So basically, we are targeting the people who lives in the villages and towns. Most probably the small villages like my town don't have a services to detect the skin cancers like brain tumor. If you have a brain tumor, there is no services are provided to detect that particular. We need to go to city. But during this pandemic scenario, we are not able to travel here and there. So they can check whether the probability of the disease they might have or not with our application. So if the user wants to check his skin disease, then he need to upload the his image of the skin. So we are going to give an image, and we are going to check. We are going to upload our image. During the upload, it will check with our pre-trained models, and it will give the result of the accuracy it might have the disease. And our model accuracy was 73.4, and it was measured up to 77%. So we trained this model using
sequential network, and our model accuracy is 73.45. So, and we are open for the questions. So we use it for front end purpose we use it HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and for back end purpose we use it Flask, and for machine learning model we have used the Keras, TensorFlow, and sklearn libraries. And we are open for the questions. Thank you. So we are not able to listen.
If any judge have any questions for them, you can go ahead.
Okay, team. I have a very small query because, like talking about a very nice thought actually, because you have taken that part that in a very small town, it finds very difficult to travel, and in these days we should not also travel. I have a very small query that how you guys are authenticating those images or the reports which a person sends across. How doctor is going to validate that part? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, up to now, we haven't done the authentication part and the database part because we have only 48 hours. We can't integrate the Firebase or any other databases. So we just right now we have done like a dynamic.
No.
If I upload my
You are
image,
taking my wrong question. You are taking it wrong. What I want to ask is how doctor is gonna understand, because when it comes to medicines and these treatments, the authenticity of report becomes very much important. Like, take an example: somebody creates a false report out of the PDF or something by using somebody's else name or the testing centers, or let's say he has some old reports they manipulated. Did you guys thought in that way that it might create some issue when you upload a file, how that authenticated is or generic or something like that?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Have you guys thought of?
No,
Okay.
sir. We haven't thought of that.
And also talking about the, like, if I'm an end user, I want some treatment or guidance from the doctor. I uploaded my details. How I'm going to get assured the other person is the right person to whom I'm sharing my personal medical reports? Because when I'm gonna share my medical reports, it becomes very much confidentiality for me. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, we are not collecting any PDF data. We are
Okay.
collecting image data.
Mm-hmm.
So we are just taking that particular image and we are testing with our model, machine learning model.
Mm-hmm.
So which is 73% accurate.
Okay. And about the doctor's profile
And
or
that will
like
tell
the
the
healthcare.
percentage, how much of percentage of chances he might have. Yeah.
And
If
what
it is more
about
than
the
80%, we will recommend a user to visit a hospital.
Because there are a lot of like apps like Healthify and XYZ. I've been encountering a lot of where
Yes, sir.
some people are mentioning that doctors are actually coming from that hospital, or they are creating the private profiles over there. Or like, take an example, a person like me who has the luxury to take the guidance from my dad, and my dad even don't know, or if some of my relative, I creates a fake profile and just like things might happen. So
Yes, sir.
is there anything that you guys have thought of, like authenticating the end person that he's the right doctor or he is
Okay.
a certified practitioner or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yes, sir.
At this
We
point of
have
time,
an
have you guys
idea.
thought of- Okay.
So we have a solution, but we haven't done it. But we have
Okay.
a solution. So we can authenticate the doctor. If a doctor want to join in our community, he need to give all the details under his medical license.
Yeah, that
Usually
is
we
what
can
I was
collect the medical
about to
license.
ask. Okay.
Yes, sir. Medical license. We can take the medical license and we can do some what we say. We can check his license, right, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can go to some medical more medical council and we can check his license.
Mm-hmm.
It will be stored in our database, right?
So what about the future you have thought of for in this way? Like, what is the next step you want to take? Like, if you get a fund for
chatbot,
this.
yes, sir. We have added
Mhm.
some future. We want to add some features in the future, like chatbot.
Mm-hmm.
If the patient condition was really not good, really not enough to handle by a chatbot, it will directly send that patient to the doctor chat. So the patient directly able to chat with the doctor, and the doctor will give the medication to the particular patient. So basically, it will be a platform where patients can they can check with the machines if machines was not able to handle, then it will contact the doctor. It will save time of a doctor, patient, and rest everyone.
Okay, sounds good to me. All the very best, guys.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hi guys. So, how are you going to pitch the doctors to come on your platform?
Yes, ma'am. We're actually working on that. Now, before using our app, we can just do a simple login. We can just as log in as user or log in as a doctor. Then after that, we can tell them to log in with their number, OTP. Then for doctors, we can tell them to upload their identity card so that we can verify, and doctors will be able to access our database of the images.
No, that is okay. But firstly, doctors need.
We will send a notification. We will send a smart notification.
No,
So if you are, yeah, ma'am, I got your point. Like we will send a accepting list. Like we will get a in Facebook, we will get a friend request, right? Like we will send a request to the doctors, all the doctors related to that particular disease. So any one of them can accept and they can communicate with the patient. We can do that. I hope you got that.
That they need some authenticity there, right? They need even doctors can't share their prescriptions. Doctors are very doctors need their data to be confidential, and they need some as it's all about it's all related to human lives, right? And
Yes,
they
sir.
just can't do anything, and they just can't go to any website or do that. So I just
Ma'am,
what will
we
be
are from. We can actually make use of some network. What is it? We can use some MD5 cryptography or other methods or techniques to encrypt that data provided by the doctors and save it in a Firebase. So based on that, like the data will be safe. At the same time, even the doctors will have confidence over us.
Yeah. Even we can use SHA algorithm, SHA-256, which is very strong algorithm to hash the entire script.
but doctors don't understand this language. As let's say I am a doctor. Now you have to convince me for this. So what will be your pitch? How would you convince me if I am already using some other applications? Like
Ma'am, so in our application, if we look forward to build, get this into a very high scalable form. So after every sign up or something with respect to your medical license, you will be able to generate revenue for your account, probably into wallet or something. So once the limit is been crossed, for example, if 500 rupees is a threshold or something, so above 500, if your revenue is crossed, then the amount can be credited to your account. So where will all this money come from? These money can time up.
okay. Thank you.
That's it, guys. So sorry, but we have to take care of time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, team.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Up next, we have Team Binary Noodles. Are you guys with us?
Yep, we are ready.
Okay. Great. You can start sharing your screen.
Sure. I hope I'm presenting my screen.
Yeah. Just let me know whenever you are ready. I'll start your time.
Sure. Could you start it now?
Yeah. Your time starts now. All the best.
Hello, everyone. This is Team Binary Noodle, comprising me, Rituraj, technical lead at JSSTU, as well as Prahasit, who is the web lead at DSC JSSTU. Our project is Regional Voice Forms, which actually finds its inspiration from a personal experience where we were asked to fill a form which was in a completely alien language to us without any accompanying translation. Right now, we support 6 languages via translations. Basically, the user has asked a predefined set of questions, which could be entered by the user itself upon login. Primarily, the form is in English, which could be further translated on user screen into any of those 6 languages. And the answers are and the questions are read out, and the answers could be dictated to the form itself, and it will be auto-filled. Upon submit, the form could actually be, the answers could be translated back to English or whichever is the desired language for the user. But talking about the scalability of the project, right now the project could actually function as a standalone website, just like Google Forms, which could make filling out forms really hassle-free and hands-free too. Or it could be used at immigration offices wherein we have remote verification forms. As a future addition to the project, we could also use this to read out textual documents, which could be contracts or legal papers, which actually require dictations of the answers even in their own languages, which actually curbs out the need of any of the middlemen in all of this process. Also, the form could actually be scaled up to various foreign languages that exist, not primarily focus on only these 6 languages. And the use cases of this project is actually for migrant laborers or inhabitants of a foreign state whose native language is primarily different from the ones, or primarily where he is actually filling out the form. This could also be used by the specially able people who could actually dictate out their answers to the form itself and submit the form upon voice input, as well as this could be used by any of the people who out there who are lazy enough to fill their form on their own. A prototype of this would be shown to you by Prahasit. Over to you, Prahasit. Prahasit.
Am I presenting my screen?
Yes, Prahasit.
Yeah, so this is Prahasit. I'll be handling over the presentation part of it. So this is our website. I personally recommend a UI that has dark mode. Probably this is the trend right now. So basically there's a login form, and only upon login, you can be able to create forms. So this is a title, description, and these are the questions available. Right now, this is hard coded. I've just put some 5 questions which are short answer type. But we could scale it to even say checkboxes and radio buttons. So our main catch is at the filling the answers, and you could fill the answers even without logging in. So let me now show a demo of how this works. मेरा नाम राम प्रसाद है. हाँ, बहुत अच्छा लगा. बाद में आपके बारे में जानकारी दूंगा. हाँ, कोशिश करोगे तो बहुत कर सकते हो. सभी सवालों का जवाब दे चुके हैं. So basically, this might now seem a bit funny because it's an Anglo-Hindi accent. That's because of the API that we are using for speech synthesis and speech recognition. The translation is being done by IBM Watson API, because the Google API charges, like pretty recently started charging. We have only limited free. So that is it regarding the project. We are also having a lot of scalability. Like, we are not just looking for people to contribute to us via money. We are looking at some later stage of this development into building our own API. So we like to have people contribute to us translation in their own slang, so that we can build our own, contribute via crowd sourcing, so that we can build our own API, translator API. Also, to the forms that are filled out, right now the submit option is just not working. It is just a working prototype of how the translation works. So when we submit it, if we would like to give an option for them to choose the language that they would like to submit the form in. So this is it regarding our website now. We are open to questions. Hello.
Over to you, Judges. Do you have any questions for them?
For the website part, hi guys. For the website part, what framework or languages have you used?
We've used all the 6 languages that I've shown over here.
No, the coding language, the coding part.
We've used only Flask, and the speech synthesis and the speech recognition is being done by JavaScript web toolkit software. And for the translation, as I said, we're using the IBM Watson API. So only Python, plain Python and JavaScript.
And have you guys, if there is some noise around me, and I am saying something, so would this model be able to translate the things in the incorrect way? Have you tested that?
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, if probably you would have observed right now, there's a lot of disturbance when I was speaking too. It has lowered right now, but it hasn't affected the answer pretty much. But provided there are too many voices at the same time at close vicinity, then it does hamper the answer.
Okay.
We have another version of it as well if you want to test. That's an English version of it, because like this is pretty like the English, like the translation makes it sound a bit awkward. We haven't hosted this yet, but the English version is already hosted and it is ready. I could place the link for it in the chat box if you want.
So would you be providing this as a software to someone so that they can use it, they can combine with their own software, or I am not getting that part. How
it could be used as both. It could be used like a standalone, just like Google Forms, using some say business policy, like telling we could give away the normal voiceless forms for free and charge for the voice forms, or take some kind of an advantage from the users. Or we could also combine this to one of the existing ones and use it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I've also dropped the hosted version of the website. You could check it out when you're free.
And is there any scope for creating any application for it, or are you guys would be do you guys just have a website for it now?
we definitely are looking forward to make it even as an website, and also looking at making it as an extension too, but sticking on to the time restrictions that we have, and say taking considering the idea phase time lag, we couldn't implement it right now.
Okay.
Do you provide as an API, or is just a form we just need to use?
No, we will provide an API. The application right now for us is using forms.
Okay.
So,
do any other judge have any question for them? Okay, I guess that's it, team. Thank you so much, team, for joining.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Please do check out the website when free.
Thank you so much, guys. You can leave. Up next, we have team A8. Are you guys here?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah, we are here.
Great. You guys can start sharing your screen.
Okay, yeah. Kalachi will be sharing the screen and Namit will be explaining.
Okay, do let me know when you guys are ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
all are
ready.
ready.
Okay, all the best team, your time starts now.
Hello everyone, good evening. This is Team IT. So right now we have created a website which will provide a platform for students to organize and attend events in a more efficient way. Like right now, if there's any events happening within my college or within different colleges, I get the notifications about it through some social media platform like WhatsApp or Instagram. Like right now, even example as even this website, even this event, I got a message through WhatsApp saying that this event is happening and I can participate for it. So it's quite a bit of a hassle to like attend all these events without proper knowledge of when it's happening and what the deadlines are. So to solve that issue, we have made a website where organizers can put up events so that it's all organized in a organized way, like under college categories or under what events it's happening, so that students can attend those events. So right now, if we go to the homepage, so yeah, you can come to the homepage. You can have an option of I am a student or I'm an organizer. So if you click on the I am an organizer option, firstly, if you're new to the platform, you'll have to email us so that you get authenticated that you're an actual organizer and you wouldn't spam our website. So once you're authenticated, you can fill in the email and password sections. So once you've done that, you'll be taken to this dashboard of our website. As you can see right now, we have a few events like Hey DSC WoW. And if we click on the read more section, it gives us the details about the web event and gives us a register button. So if you click on the register button, it will take us to a Google form where you can fill out your details and you can register for the event. And if you go back, we can also categorize we can also filter the events on the basis of which college it is happening in, like best university and category. If you want cultural, food, or any other sorts of events, we can apply. And as you can see, it got filtered out, and only these events are happening in best university, which are under the category of culture. So now, if we want to, as an organizer, if we want to add a new event, we will be clicking on the new button. And we can give a title, we can give a description, we can give which college it will be happening in, the category, and if we have a Google form link for registration, we can add the link over there. And once that's done, create event, and it's there. So you can click on the read more, and as it is, see, hey, test, and we can register for it. So the main objective of our platform is to provide a platform to our students who are eager to participate in events, not just hackathons, like any events which are happening. Like it can be cultural events, or it can be any event related to non-hackathon based events. So it provides a platform where you can easily register and keep a track of deadlines as to when the events have deadlines, and you can participate within it.
And also we have this, like it'll be very useful for freshers, and in the future we'll be making a calendar feature so that you can mark all the events that are happening. And like we had different evaluations for this hackathon itself, right? So we can put that also in the calendar, and they can be better notified. And and everything is pretty secure, and we've used Google authentication too. Yeah, so that's the basic crux of our website.
So yeah, now we'll be open to queries.
What are the tech stack you're using?
Monstack.
Okay.
Yeah.
MongoDB, Express, Node, and JavaScript.
Yeah.
Why did you choose MongoDB? Why not Dynamo or any other?
So we wanted to keep it mostly Monstack, right? So we started learning as the Monstack itself. So
as students, we actually learn Monstack, and since for Monstack, you need to learn only one coding language, which is JavaScript. It keeps it uniform for all the front end and the back end. So there's a uniformity, and it's easier to code for Monstack.
Yeah, and relation and stuff is easier in Monstack. I mean, in MongoDB. So.
Okay, so is there just one panel for both students and the one who are
Yeah, no. So if you see the students part, the new button goes right. So like you cannot post, but you can still see. So you go to I'm a student, and you log in with, or you register, or Google. You can use Google sign in also.
And how are you guys going to authenticate if that is a real event, or how are you if there is
So
spam or these kind of
yeah. So an organizer cannot create an account in our website, right? So they'll send us an email with the details from their college. So this is highly college centered, right? Highly college, like college based. So they'll send us an email, and we will validate that and then give them the privilege of posting on our website. And to prevent spam, we'll limit it by uh, posting events by 2 or something per day. And yeah, obviously we'll have spam filtering and all that, and seeing whether they're posting the right content and stuff like that. If not, then we take away their privileges.
Okay. And in these categories,
Yep.
with these categories, do you mean Android or app? Or,
Yeah. So everything that like any type of event that's happening in your college, around your college, because as a fresher, like you wouldn't know what's going on, right? And Deffolio and all that is just online hackathons, right? So
right now we just put a few categories. Like eventually when we're developing this even more, we'll be adding more categories.
and everything is on MongoDB, so I don't need to actually deploy it again. So I can just change it in the database, and everything will get updated automatically.
So let's say if some college is not providing any details, so will there be someone who will be managing the panel and updating all the events here? As if I am trusting the website for all the events, so I shouldn't be relying on if the college is going to create those events or
Yeah, so there'll be like an ambassador from that college which will create the events. Right,
We will
because for their students.
But let's say those colleges don't know about your website, and now will you guys be adding all the events about all the information about events, or will you guys be providing this? Students can also do or not.
Students cannot post as such, but yeah, Namit's about to tell something.
Yeah, so we will be trying to filter out the organizers in the beginning itself. Like we won't be allowing a lot of people from some particular college to be able to post events on our website. So once we filter out them, we'll be only allowing a few people from a certain college to post. And mostly those few people need to have a lot of credentials from their respective colleges. They can't be random students. And once we authenticate them completely, we'll only be allowing them to be posting events for their college.
Yeah, like
And
usually colleges have. Oh, sorry, continue.
No, you continue.
Yeah, so actually colleges usually have a marketing team for different events. So usually colleges keep people separate just for marketing each and everything that's going on. So that would be a particular person who can come give us the credentials, and we can allow them to then make posts.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think time's also up. So yeah. Any other questions? Okay.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys, thank you so much, guys. You can mark them down. Okay, so up next we have Team Void. Is Team Void with us?
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
great.
evening, everyone.
You can start sharing your screen.
Yeah. Hi. Good. Just let me share my screen. So greetings to all. This is Ashar. This is Team Void. Shall we start? Like the timer has started.
Yeah. Your time starts now. Go on.
So greetings to one and all present here. This is Team Void, a group of 3 freshers. Not even freshers, like we are in first semester. So we have built this platform known as W Code. I will come on to the problem and solution part later. First, let's see how this platform works. So first of all, you have to press on get started. And then you have to authenticate with Google. This is like our authentication page, and then we are using Firebase as our backend and for the authentication. So I'll log in with Team Void. just a second. So this is our dashboard. You get two options here. First is for joining a meeting. Second is for creating a new meeting. So being a host, I'll just click on new meeting. So this is your meeting code. I'll copy it and I'll go to the board. So I'll just share the link with my teammates here. Now I'll tell you what the problem, the solution is. So like before COVID, it was so like every one of us were able to express our creativity and whatever we learned and whatever we wanted to in real time. But unfortunately, due to COVID, this is not possible. So what we have done, we have made a platform where all of your friends, family, or maybe colleagues can come together and can have some, let's say, gala time together, or can share their creativity. Also, for example, we have also thought about this example, like there's a teacher, let's say he wants to teach something, right? Let's say we have added this image feature here. He wants to teach about the heart. So he can import the image of the heart, and then he can just select the pen and he can teach about it. This is some artery and everything. Now, the unique feature of this platform is every user gets its own board, right, where they can draw anything. Siddhant Sharma, he's the developer of our team, and Purajit Singh, another member of our core team. So every member has their own board where they can draw whatever they want to draw. We have color palettes available here. You can change color using this, and then you can adjust the thickness, and then an eraser. And this is the clear screen. As soon as I click this, it will just clear off the entire screen, right? So the unique part is your data. Like no one can hamper your data. Like if you're drawing something, your board is exclusive to you, right? So you can simultaneously see what others are creating or what others are building, but they cannot hamper your work, and the vice versa. Also, being the admin, being the host, I can just if, for example, if I want to copy the contents from Purajit's board, I can just click on copy and it will be copied here. Also, I can, since I am the host, I can kick him out, for example, and Purajit will not be able to do anything. So I'll add him back. So since I would like we will really appreciate if the judges can come and join us, and this it's the platform is already uploaded in Roku, so you have to just come in, authenticate yourself and join the meeting. I'll just show you how you can join the meeting. I'll just copy the link. I've already logged in my incognito with my original account, so you have to come here, paste it, and just simply join. Yeah, and so here as soon as I get it, so yeah, so you can see everyone is here and you can join it. Just a second. So this was our idea behind it. So we are open for questions now.
Okay, what is the unique thing? Because we can do that in Google Jamboard.
Yeah, I totally agree to you. But if you see in Google Jamboard, we tried that, and everyone have the same screen, right? So it gets scribbled a lot. So in this, everyone has their exclusive board, right? I have my own board. Purajit has its own board, and Siddhant has its own board where they are drawing whatever they want, and if they are drawing something, I can just click and copy. It's not visible, I guess. Yeah, it's visible. I can copy, but I cannot, alter his creation, right? I can just see what he is drawing, but I cannot alter his creation. So, one of the best example for this to prove this scenario is, let's assume there's a teacher. He gave a question to a student, to group of students, and you want to see what they are doing and how they are solving. So he can see all of their work at once, right? Or he can teach, as I gave the example of heart. He can just import an image of heart and he can start teaching it, right? So this is the unique thing is everyone have their exclusive board.
And what are the tech stack you're using in front end or back end?
I think the Siddhant, who's the developer of our team, is the best person to answer this. So I'll over to you, Siddhant.
Thank you, Asher. Good evening, everyone. I am Siddhant. Actually, coming to your question, we are using Node.js and Firebase as our backend, and we have made the UI with plain HTML, CSS, and the behavior is totally dependent on JavaScript.
Hi everyone. So, is there any voice text thing, voice over? I can't see that. I can just write the things. Right?
No, ma'am, it's not present actually yet due to the given time constraint, but it's actually in our to-do list.
How are you guys going to implement that?
We'll look for it definitely because yesterday we don't even know about how to draw in Canvas, but we did manage, and that's a part of hackathon. We have to challenge ourselves.
Okay. Actually, then Google Meet is already doing the things as without verbally communicating the things. It becomes difficult by just writing and understanding the stuff.
Yes, ma'am, we totally agree to you. We'll definitely look into it. Actually, we focused more on the UI part, and like we focused more on adding the features and the functionalities than onto like diverging on the other things like the video form and all those stuff. We focused on the original idea we came up with, that was Canvas, making drawing and explaining things to different people. So we'll definitely look into it.
Okay. Thank you.
Apart from this, I would be like, we'll be grateful if the judges can just try it for once. Like we have like really put at our heart and soul into it. Okay, we have judges here. Thank you, sir, so much. So can we leave? Can we leave?
Yes, thank you. Judges, you may now give your marks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Okay, so we'll move on to our next team. Are you guys ready?
Yes, we are ready. 1 second, let me share my screen.
Okay, Tech COVID is ready. So, yes.
Yeah, we are COVID busters.
Oh, okay. Yes, COVID Busters is ready. So, your time starts now.
Okay, so hello, I'm Ninad Kanchan along with my teammates Saila and Siddhant. We are Team COVID Busters, and I've developed a solution for the title Post-Lockdown Public Transportation Management System. So we have built 2 mobile applications and 1 web application. So without wasting much time, let me start with the demo. So our app is user end app is named as Travel Solutions. Loading screen of our app, navigating to the login page. And here in the login page, the user has to enter his 12-digit unique Aadhaar number. So I've entered 1234, 1234, 1234, and then by signing into Google, he can enter the dashboard. Now, this is our user dashboard. So our idea is to allow 3 days to the user in which he can use the public transportation system. And these days are allotted based on the inputted Aadhaar number. And this will be unique to the user despite of any number of times he logs in or logs out. So this is our dashboard, and we have tried to make this UI as clean and similar as possible with AarogyaSetu. So if by chance the government wants to integrate it with AarogyaSetu, they can easily do that. So these are the 3 days generated to the user based on his Aadhaar card number, that is which I have entered 1234, 1234, 1234. And the days generated through this Aadhaar number are currently Thursday, Friday, and Wednesday. And these are the additional cards displaying more details to what to do on those days. Now here on top, there are three more buttons. One is profile, people nearby, and FAQ. So on clicking on the profile button, the user gets to know basic details such as name, Aadhaar number, email, and phone number. And here on clicking on the FAQ button, so there are basic questions answered. That is how to use this app, the features of this app, and why this app has been built. So now coming to the center button, that is people nearby. So here in the people nearby button, it is currently showing that you are safe. There are 0 people around you. So we have coded it in such a way that if there are more than 100 people in a radius of 50 meters from the user, so number will be shown there, and also the green banner which you can see on the screen will turn red, and there will be a warning notification to the user that he is not safe and he has to take necessary precautions. Also here on the bottom right corner, there is a floating action button. So on clicking on the floating action button, a QR code is generated. So this QR code contains the details of the Aadhaar number and the days allotted to the user, and it will be explained in the authority and app. So let me show you the authority and app. Yeah, so similarly, this is the loading screen for the authority and app, and this app will be used by all the authorities governing the public transportation management system, such as traffic police officers, railway ticket collectors, and airport officials, etc. Also, bus conductors, if there are. And here, currently, we have implemented it using Google Sign. But if we get the actual credentials of the authorities, so we can implement it using the credentials. So by Google sign-in, we can enter into the dashboard. So this is the dashboard. So here there are 4 buttons. First is QR scan, total scan, fine collected, and FAQ. So on clicking on the QR scan, so let me scan the QR scan first. So here the QR code is generated. So as you can see that the days mentioned were Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So as today is Sunday, so here it is mentioned that the user is starting on a wrong day. So the name and Aadhaar number is displayed over here. And similarly, that will be stored in the total scan button. So here, as it is mentioned, total number of scans is 1, and the other number is this. And also in the fine collected, as the user was starting on the wrong day, so here the fine collected is mentioned. So currently we have set it as rupees 500. Now, lastly, similarly, the FAQ button, that is, it is similar to that of the user and app. Basic questions are answered. How this app is to be used, the features of this app, and why this app has been built. Now, in the end, there are 2 buttons. These are for the emergency. So this will act as a walkie-talkie for the authorities. So here on this button, if you click, so the authority can actually press the button and record his voice. It will be converted into text, and it will be sent to all the authorities in a radius of 200 meters around him. So, and all the authorities present in a radius of 200 meters can see this message in this section. So currently, I am not showing it because it will not be shown. So finally, now this was the authority and app. Now Sahil will continue with the web application.
Okay, so my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so starting with the website, here is the home page. It describes the brief description of our project and available for Android button from where user can download the user and APK. Few of the advantages of implementing our project and few of the unique features like allotted through 3 days QR code based verification and charging fine. Then here are a brief description about user and authority and application. Then here is our team, and we added GIFs of the user and application just to visualize how the app would look like and getting started with the steps. Then in the can I go out section, it is same as implemented same as an app. Like when a user enters his name and Aadhaar number, 3 days will be allotted to him, so he can check what are the days allotted to him. For example, like I will enter the name and Aadhaar number.
I'm sorry,
So
guys, but the time's up. If the judges want to take another minute, it's their call.
Yeah, we are about to finish in just 30 seconds. Can we complete it?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So here's a card on flipping. Here are the days allotted. Then coming to the dashboard, this is basically for the government agencies so that they can manage and implement new government policies. It shows the data we collected. For example, here is a usage of various transport medium. Like from the graph, we can see that buses are used mostly. So they can focus more on bus transportation as there are chances of being violated the social distancing rule. And then there's a graph of weekly traffic, buses and metros, number of people traveling via metro and buses on different days. Then there are traffic on different metro lines like red, yellow, blue line, and similarly on different bus routes, bus number 1, bus number 2, so that government can manage and change the frequencies of vehicles on different routes in order to maintain the traffic need. For example, the government can change the a few of the buses from this route to this route as traffic here is very low and traffic here is very high, so they can switch the buses in order to meet the traffic needs. And lastly, this is contact us page so that user can query us regarding any issue and provide us feedback. So that was our complete demonstration. Now you may proceed with question and answers.
Okay, just 1 second before ending. So this is a flowchart. So if the judges have any doubt in our idea, so we can explain that part through this flowchart.
Hi guys. So how are you generating the QR code on backend side, and how are you resolving it on front end?
Yeah, so in this app is completely built on Flutter. So there is a package for QR code scanning and QR code generation. So we have used that.
And what about the security part? And as with QR code or someone's Aadhaar number is there, right? So
Yes. Yeah, so currently we were trying to implement the Aadhaar number verification API, but it was asking for the credit card and all details. So we have not implemented that verification part. So here now the user can enter any Aadhaar number and it will accept currently.
Okay. And for the database part, you are using
Firebase.
Okay. And if let's say I as you're showing that I won't be getting can't I get a notification for if there is some traffic somewhere and I shouldn't go there, and then I get to know that yes, I won't be able to travel in this bus, or as it would be wasting someone's time if they get to know after before onboarding any transport.
No, so currently our app is implemented in such a way that is, suppose if there is a user, he enters his Aadhaar number. So through his Aadhaar number, through a algorithm, we are allotting him 3 days. That is, suppose my Aadhaar number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 12 number 12 digit Aadhaar number. So according to my Aadhaar number, I will be allotted suppose Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So in a week, I can only travel on these days in public transportation system.
But what about the urgency cases?
So urgency cases we have not considered it. Yeah, we can add a pass type of thing, which is currently implemented in AarogyaSetu app. So we can add that. So this currently we have implemented because many of the people who are actually facing problems because they are not allowed to travel. So currently I am living in Mumbai right now. So my parents are not allowed to travel here in the local trains. And due to some urgent work, they have to actually take the cabs for that urgent work. So that is causing the problem. So here, if this idea is implemented, so every user based on his Aadhaar number will get 3 days in a week. So as mentioned in the website by Sahil, it will reduce the number of people traveling to 57%, and it will actually everyone will get a chance to travel in the public transportation system in this COVID times.
Okay. Yeah, I love the way the idea here, and if this is implemented with proper security and in correct way, it can be of good usage. So yeah, great.
Also, I wanted to add one thing. So, yeah, is my screen visible?
Yeah.
So regarding the scalability part, so the app is implemented on Flutter, so it is actually cross-platform, so it can be migrated both into Android and iOS. So, and also regarding the Firebase, we are using Firebase for the database management. So it is pretty much scalable, and also for a website we can deploy it in IBM Cloud. So currently it is deployed in Heroku, but if we want, we can deploy it in IBM Cloud. Also, we have we calculated the usage and maintenance pricing if this app can be actually implemented, and also we have noted down some future scope from what are other future scope of this app. And finally, this app is implemented for COVID-19. But what happens if COVID-19 is over? That is, a vaccine is found. So what will happen to our app? So we have thought of that too, that this app can be actually migrated into other sectors, such as in ration shops, where in the first week of the month, very huge huge crowd is being gathered. So we can actually maintain proper social distancing there by migrating this app over there. Because every user will get days according to his Aadhaar number, and he can actually come and collect on those days. So this will reduce the crowd over there. So it will be efficient. Also in shopping malls.
Guys, you're running short on time, so.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just only concerned about the security part, and as you are having Aadhaar card and you'll be having the other details of a user. So so you have to tighten that security thing.
Yeah, if we are actually implementing that, so we can use the Aadhaar card API, verification API, for maintaining the security part.
And
Yeah.
the database thing, I would say, you have to check many things there.
Yes.
The security. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. We have our next team up. So judges, you can kindly give your marks now. Okay, we have our next team up, Metaphorics. Are you guys here?
Yeah, good afternoon, judges.
Yeah, great.
So we are beginning with the live demo.
Yeah, so you can share your screen now.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we have made an Android prototype.
Your time starts now. Yes.
Okay, so we have made an Android prototype application for our AI-based emotion recognition application. And here we have two modes, image mode and the mirror mode. Now we are looking in the image mode. Here, I'll choose an image from my gallery first. For example, I choose this image of Donald Trump and analyze the image. And the analysis came that he is angry 48.8% and this micro expression is annoyed. Now I'll choose another group image of people over here. For example, I choose this image and then I analyze the image. So here we can see that all the faces are identified and people with their emotions are detected over here. Now I'll take a live photo. And the live image will be analyzed over here. So as you can see that no conclusive emotion was found, but okay, so that's the image mode. The second mode which we are presenting is the mirror mode. In it, real-time camera feed is taken and emotions are displayed on the screen. Rajul, would you please explain the parameters which are shown on the screen?
Okay, so you can see that there are basically 4 parameters on the screen. The topmost parameter is the major emotion on the person's face. A model can detect 8 major emotions. And the second parameter that you see is the micro expressions. That is based on the major expression on the person's face along with his valence levels and arousal levels. The third parameter you see is the attention level of the person, the amount of attention he's paying to the screen or the camera. And the last parameter was his excitedness level, how excited and aroused is he in the image. So that is basically our application.
Okay. So this was our application. Just a moment, I'm sharing the screen with you.
Okay, so what can our model detect? Our model can detect basically 8 major emotions that are happiness, sadness, fear, anger, contempt, disgust, surprised, and neutral. And along with that, we can detect 35 plus micro expressions based on major emotions, valence, and arousal levels. And we can also detect the attention level of a person and the excitement level of a person. So coming to the use cases that we have thought of for our project. So who can benefit from us? Like basically public speakers and presenters can benefit from our application by tracking the emotions of their emotions and the responses of their audiences live and adjusting their techniques in real time. People, actors, and people who are preparing for like giving interviews or giving speeches, etc., usually use mirrors to train themselves and condition themselves for an audience response. And whenever they are using mirrors, there is a bias that is inbuilt bias that is coming from themselves because they are evaluating themselves. So they can use our application as a front to give them themselves an unbiased feedback regarding their technique, their acting technique, or their speaking. Also, like while people before uploading pictures to social media can use our application to make sure that each and every face shows the correct emotion, correct micro expressions. This can be especially useful in cases of group images where number of faces are more than 10 or like that. And last but not the least, the most important use can be for film industry, the developing industry, and of course object studies. We can use it as a data collection tool, data collection tool which works better than making the users fill survey forms. So judges, can we have some questions now?
We do have hi guys, we do have the built-in the models are already available for these things, and I have seen the libraries who are which are detecting emotions and all. So what innovation have you done there?
The model has been optimized to work on low-end hardware and edge devices. Basically, it is based on FaceNet with additional hidden layers removed from the model and dropouts are adjusted so that it can work on low-end devices and edge devices like Android devices, Raspberry Pi, and all that. So you can see that the interfacing of the model was on real time, and on Android, usually there are not GPUs available for a user. So it can be a low cost solution for corporations and advertising agencies, etc., to our presenters to do live emotion tracking for their users.
Secondly, all the processing that has been done is being done on offline, on the device itself. We do not require internet connections. We have used TensorFlow Lite to implement it in our Android devices as of now. Also, the model can be deployed on other IoT devices such as Raspberry Pi because they have similar frameworks.
Okay.
Which will explain the balance.
Okay, ma'am. So model was like I was saying, there was a detection of balance and arousal in model. So basically, balance is the attention level of a person. So it can detect the attention level of a person using the facial action units. There are more than 65 facial action units and level of blush, etc. Using it can detect balance of a person, and similarly, it can detect arousal or the excitedness level of a person. So you can gauge the response of the person using this model to a particular conditioning experiment. Like you can show them advertising, a short closed market study of advertising film or a small movie, and then you can check out the crowd response using a model.
Okay, and I with your within the application, I didn't see the average thing getting shown. It was just moving and moving. It was looking like an infinite thing there, right? So with that, optimizing and analyzing the things will be difficult. So I have prepared some average response to show average result to show to the user.
Actually, like the averaging part is not meant for like the Android application is meant for an end user. The averaging part which I'm talking about is like a kind of developed on out of a B2B application. So when we provide it to the business partners, businesses or presenters, then there would be a special dedicated SDK part of the entire application that would be giving out the average emotions. That is basically clerical work and can be done in ON time. So that won't be as costly computationally when we compare it to interfacing on the model.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, please?
What is the accuracy of your model?
Okay, yeah, shown in the slide. Okay, so sir, I'm showing you the accuracy. This slide. Okay, so you can see that we have managed to achieve a training accuracy of 90.11%, a validation accuracy. Oh my God, that is a typo over here. That is a validation accuracy. You can see is of 94%, 94.77% with minimal loss and training loss and validation loss.
Okay.
Okay, the data which we used was Google FTR 2013 and Google FTR 2013 plus with additional annotations by Microsoft annotators. And the data has been cleaned using data augmentation techniques like rotating the image using different kind of blurs and filters on the images to improve the model interfacing and accuracies and reduce the problem of overfitting.
Any other questions or queries?
Okay, guys, I think that's it. So thank you. Judges, you may now give your scores and you guys may leave. Thank you. Great. So we have our next team up, which is ABCD. So are you guys here?
Hello.
Great. So we have our next team up, which is yes, great. Can you share your screen and tell us, let us
Yeah,
know so
sure.
that we can start the timer.
Shivam.
Yes. Yes, so this is a project. It is about an app which turns pictures into PDF.
Good evening, everyone, to all the judges and the viewers. This is Team ABCD. I am Atharv, and this is my friend Shivam. So we have made a PDF maker, but its actual feature is a autocrop feature. So next slide, please. So the need for the project. So nowadays, PDF creators are being used by students and engineers. So due to this COVID situation, it is especially being used by students and engineers for submitting the homeworks and assignments in time. So what happens mostly is we take a picture, we don't find it satisfactory, we again take one, and also sometimes we need to crop it. So for such things, it takes time. So if you're late for submitting an assignment for some reason, so this app might save you the time. And also we have some future plans of integrating with it with an Android app. So next slide, please. Okay, so currently now this slide Shivam will explain.
So currently we have basically two features right now, which is a black and white filter and the crop feature. The crop feature is of two types: the auto crop and the manual crop. The auto crop which just automatically detects the page and crops accordingly, and we can use the manual crop feature for fine tuning right now. We are adding more features soon. We plan to add more features soon, and
Yeah, so basically the autograph feature is totally custom built. It is based on OpenCV and NumPy. So so we'll show you a small video regarding the prototype usage. So that was the video for can I show you the working if some time is left?
Guys, actually time is up, so.
Okay, no problem.
Judges, if you want to take any questions, you can go ahead.
Hi. So we already have this image to PDF and everything there. And there are options crop and I think many applications, even there are many websites just they can do this for free.
Yeah, so this application basically we made our own custom built autocrop system, and we are planning it to integrate it with an Android app, so that if you take photos from an Android app and don't want to process it for some reason, suppose your phone is not of that uh, high quality that it will take the weight of that app, so you can actually transfer the photos directly to the app, this laptop or any PC, and it will make the PDF and send it back directly to you. So that's what we are planning in future. So we'll be able to integrate that also. And also we have a option which we couldn't add, that we can see what is written in the document and actually make columns, so that you can actually create an Excel sheet out of that image.
Okay. And but you for the first one, the first thing you told me that you, for the low end devices, you will just be transferring that. Are you talking about the Google Cloud thing, or how are you guys going to transfer it to the laptop?
Yeah, so I was thinking about using a message queue protocol, so using localhost only.
Okay.
So my PC will be connected, my PC will have a hotspot, or I will create a hotspot through my mobile, and I'll share the images.
Okay. But I'm not sure about it, as with if we have Google Cloud and we can just share the images, and if we already have the websites, we can just fetch the images there and I can do the cropping part.
Yes, but actually the cropping part takes time. So if you have a list of images, just pass it on in our app, and it will auto crop it for you and give it to you. Yeah, there are alternatives, but yeah, this we have kept it open source, so if anyone's wants to contribute, they can.
What are your future plans with this app? As this is the basic feature which is already there, which is already available. But what else a person can get if they download your application, if they go to your website?
So as such, we were planning to make a Android app, but due to time limit, we couldn't make one. So we wanted to make that sharing of files thing.
Sharing through what will you guys use for that, for sharing?
For this on Python, there is a library called RabbitMQ, which is a messaging queue. So we'll create a server on a computer, and then from my mobile, I'll just send those images to that port.
Okay. Okay, I'm not clear about the vision here. How what or the problem your application is solving, and what is already not there and you guys are solving through it. So yeah.
So we wanted to actually make this app so that we can add our features more easily, because if you want to add our own features using some other project, it takes time. So we made our own, so we actually started from scratch.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. You may leave now. Judges, you may score the project. Okay, let's move on to the next project. The next team is the code. Are you guys here?
Yeah, we are here.
Yeah, you can share your screen and let us know so we can start the timer when you're ready.
Okay, yeah, just a minute.
Also, guys, an important announcement for all the next teams coming up. If you guys exceed the time limit, it's going to be difficult. So, because there will be marks awarded for the time limit as well. So kindly keep that in mind, and all the best.
All right. So we are ready.
Okay, cool. You can start now.
So good evening, everyone. Like our project is 10 house, which means tenants plus house, and we are trying to create an AI-based system for tenants, landlords, and other folks. And we all know that there are three necessities of life: food, clothing, and shelter. And if we see that in terms of food, we have Zomato, Swiggy, Uber Eats; in clothing, Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra; and in shelter, No Broco, 19 Acres, and Trulia. But if we see that clothing and filter sites are like they are way out of league of these sites, and this field has not yet developed, and we are trying to build an AI system which will bring development in this field. So there are some typical problems like if a student wants to rent a house somewhere and he has to face a broker and stuff. So that is one problem. And then employees have a problem with like everyone wants a no broker system in the field, and there are applications like nobroker.com and 19 acres, but we are trying to build a much more advanced technology, and we will be showing our prototype directly. So this is the login screen of our application. You can create an account as well. Since I've already created my account, I'll go to the sign up and I'll just sign in. So I've just signed in into this application. This is the about, like this is the first world's AI-based system. And if I want to post a house, I can simply go to post property. I'll choose a house. So I'll choose one bungalow, which is this type. And I'll go to this. I'll choose a furnished house. I'll choose another picture as well. So I can give my preference, like this is the preference that I need for my house. A description. I can give an address, and I can post the property, like reading the terms and conditions, and I'll submit this. So the images are being uploaded right now, and the images are uploaded, and the data is being analyzed. So data has been analyzed successfully. So this is our deep learning classification model that is classifying whether this house is a bungalow or not, like if it's a building or a row house, and if it's a furnished or an unfurnished house, it is classifying. So I can simply go and post the property over here, and I can even view other properties if I want to rent a property and go somewhere else. So I can filter this. I can, if I like some property, I can simply click over here and like it. I can view the profile of the one who has posted it. I can even follow that person. And I can, so this also shows like how much far a hospital, a bank, airport, and a mall is from your place. I can view detailed information of this. And if you see, we have bungalow over here. So this is based on the recommendation on what we are interested in. We can also predict the house price based on the previous data. So the price can be predicted, and we can also find roommates around and connect with them. Like over here, we can connect with them. This also provide premium features, and if someone wants the best house, the sentiment analysis can give the best results. Like there's also donation campaign. If anyone donates anything, we'll be giving houses to the homeless people. This is my profile page, and this is the admin panel where all the data is visualized, the registration data and stuff. This is data of like prediction that if an employee will predict or not. So this is for marketing purposes, and this is the profit, like in Pune in the first quarter, how much profit needs to be generated. So we've built a complete system which is completely based on AI, and which will run completely based on AI, and it will target all types of users.
Great. Judges, you may now ask your questions.
How are you guys going to maintain the security part as also the spamming part? So I have seen even many Facebook groups posting information, and they just connect for just for fun. They don't have they don't really need house or rooms or in anything like that.
Yeah, you're right. And like we even thought of it, like if you see, if I can even start a food delivery service on Facebook, something, and but if you see the main reason Zomato is, it is because it is specifically made for it, and it is based on completely AI stuff. So that's why like a particular specific application is the one which works the most and which has like the minimum features which gives like the end-to-end work done. And talking about the security, there will be a lot of stuff like verification. So this part I didn't mention it before. So it's like when this system comes into picture, the third person, like the agents and all, will lose their jobs. But what we're doing is, since they will have a good network, we'll be hiring them, and through their contacts, we will be using them to verify the person, verify the property, and that's how we'll be maintaining this thing. So
Okay.
we're not just improving the technology in this field, but we're also making sure that no one loses their jobs, and we're trying to make as many lives better as we can.
But as there are already apps available and people now trust that, so how would you pitch for your application?
Sure, there are applications like nobroker.com, 99acres.com, trulia.com, and but none of them is completely based on AI. Like if you see, if I go and ask someone like in India around my place, if I go and how would you sell? So most of the people would prefer selling it to a third person, like through a third person, instead of going on those sites. Like no one actually knows those sites until like similarly, like when Zomato came, it alienated all the similar apps in the market. Similarly, when this app comes in the market, it will alienate all the similar housing apps in the market, and this it will also sustain this application. It will, because this will be a breakthrough point to evolve and expand in this field.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what all tech stack you are going to use for this?
So this is completely based on MERN stack, and for the data science, we have used the Flask API.
Okay. And for uh, the users getting onboarded here, so where are you going to maintain all that database?
Where am I going to maintain?
The database for the users, the people they are there. So there will be you'll be collecting the data for the people who are around you, or you be fetching that from some API? So
Yeah, sure. So for example, if you see over here, this rent property, if I go and show interest in, suppose I show interest in a row house, I show interest in this house.
so this is the only data which this is the data which is uploaded by someone on your website, or are you fetching it from some other?
We actually generated this data using a Python script, and we sent this data in the database, and then now we are fetching the data.
And for the roommates?
Yeah, for the roommates as well, we actually generated all the data. If you see this names, we have actually generated it using a script in Python, and we can connect with any one of them. And this will actually lead to the messaging page, but the messaging part is actually a complete independent system which needs to be managed well. So we had to show the main prototype that this is how we'll be uh, evolving this field of shelter, which is one necessity of life, and will be creating a breakthrough point in the market so that this technology will be evolved.
And you are showing roommates, these people, with respect to the location, or are you guys considering the location part?
We didn't consider in this in the roommate part, which we thought of considering it in the houses part first, because so this the filters can be applied over there. And also, I just this was the one feature that I was just showing right now. So if you see this,
What are your future plans with it?
so my future plan is like we can bring this system into production like once we completely develop this, and like it depends like how we go through the process and all. So we are thinking to bring this application into production, and like we don't know what's the next step, but this is actually needed in the market right now, and people are actually focused more on clothing and stuff, but they do need this application. Like they need a broker, or they need sometimes, like it's like I read a research paper, and he gave some targeting. Like he told that there is a law in the Indian government, like 6% of the amount should be given to the broker, but like people are so desperate, like they for houses, that they know that the broker is looting them, but they don't want to do the work by themselves. So they are ready to pay like a full month amount to the brokers and stuff. So this application is actually needed right now, and like post COVID-19, it is definitely needed.
And I have a question, like how do you maintain the quality of property? Like I can upload any images from the property.
I can upload any
Images, like for the room or something, furniture or something.
Yeah, sure. So we use CNN classification model, which gives this, like, so these images have also been classified. So it is giving an unfurnished house. So this is a classifier that has done it, and
How can you
will also
spam?
be sorry.
How do you avoid fake property?
How? Yeah, that's what I said. Like the people who will be losing the jobs because of this, like the agents or the real estate owners, so will be hiring those people to do the verification work, and this will be actually like we are trying to make it as minimum as possible, the verification task and stuff. Like the most of the properties will be doing it automation, but the verification still will be there, and we'll try to improve it in the future.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you. That brings us to the end of your project. So yeah, you may leave. Judges, you may score the teams. We have our next team ready.
Sure. Thank you so much, everyone.
Great. So we have our next team ready with us. It is 403 Forbidden Script. Are you guys ready? You may share your screen now. So, and let us know whenever you're ready. Uh, 403 Forbidden Script. Are you guys here? Yeah.
Is my screen
Yeah.
is my screen visible?
Yes, it is. Okay,
Okay,
guys.
we are.
So, yes.
Yeah,
So you may start now.
yeah.
Okay. So, hi everyone. This is Team Forbidden Script 403, and our project is Azure. It basically translates to strength or strong in Japanese. And this project is under the track Open Innovation, and it aims towards women's safety and development in the police domain. So, coming to the problem statement, crimes against women are nothing new in India. Not a day goes by where you don't hear of the news of a crime against women in India. It's extremely distressing to watch the status of women's safety in India, especially in a country where women are given the status of a goddess. From even young children to older women, everyone has gone through some form of harassment that happened only because of their gender. So, our project aims to address this matter, and for the technical details, Aditya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
So we are providing a panic panic button in the form of a keychain, as well as the user will, as well as the user might use her own smartwatch or fitness band. As you can see, this is the keychain keychain we have developed. Now on the user side, there is an Android app. The user needs to favor name and then just see contact contact ID. Have just saved it, and it can connect with the keychain seamlessly. Now in case of an issue, we can press the panic button, and then request will be sent to our server, and the emergency contact will receive an email with a link to a location in maps. At the same time, an application for the local or police authority will log the request and pass it in real time for immediate action. As you can see, the request is logged with location, location, a link, and a timestamp. The same thing can be done from a fitness band or a smartwatch. So that's it. Yeah. You can ask questions now.
What are the technology stack you are using for this entire project?
Yeah, I will show you. Yeah, server is maintained on a Azure VM. The database on Cosmos DB. Emails are being sent with the SendGrid API. Android app is built with MIT AI2, and the JSON stable browser exception to parse a file like this in this way.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just asking if anybody else has any more questions. So yeah, yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, so which email service are you guys using here? So any
SendGrid API. SendGrid email API.
Okay. And do the app need to listen every time? For the battery aspects, have you guys checked that?
No, it is not. No, it is not checking the location every time.
Okay.
It is just checking it only when the button is pressed.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, great. You guys may leave now. Judges will score you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey there, am I audible?
Yes, guys. So we have our next team ready with us, which is Buckmanity Insanity. So welcome, and you may start sharing your screen now, guys, and let me know whenever you're ready.
Yeah, sure. Let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Sure, your screen is visible.
Okay, so should I start?
Yes, your time starts now.
Okay. Hey everyone, greetings. I'm Ishan from Team Backmanity, and this is our solution. This is our product AirWatt, which is a smart energy management solution. So let's start with the basic question: what we are trying to achieve here. I believe for that this article from NDTV is a pretty great reference about how Indian power companies are losing more than 55,000 crores per year due to issues like electricity theft, meter tampering, redundancy, and various other factors. So AirWatt can help with those and so many more factors which are shown on your screen. Now you must be wondering what's AirWatt. AirWatt is a collection of end-to-end services which are built around an IoT device. This IoT device can be installed in residences, commercial buildings, etc., as a replacement for existing energy meters. Now, Mridul will guide you to take a closer look at what's under the hood. Over to you, Mridul.
Thank you, Shan. So let's have a quick look on the components that we're using. To measure the power, we are using ACS712 sensor. Well, that's a ampere current sensor. Then we have ESP8266 to send data to a cloud. Once connected to the main power line, we can get like household power consumption on the daily basis or on the monthly basis. This is a working prototype which had cost us around 500 rupees approximately.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mridul. Now, I couldn't be more excited to show you what we have built so far. And in case you guys would like to follow along, you can just use the link here, airwatt.ishandeveloper.com. Now, let me just share my other screen. Yep, here's the landing page for our website. Now, as I scroll down, I'll see. First of all, we have this dashboard. This will be used by the admin for the electricity board, and let's see what else it has to offer. First of all, we have this complaint tracker system built in. Here, the admin can keep a track of all the complaints that their consumers have registered, and they can also assign it to different teams right through the dashboard. Next up, we have a theft detection system, which can help to detect any kind of discrepancies in power and just notify the admin as soon as something occurs. Now we have something called map clusters, which will help you to get a real-time status update of how the power is currently being distributed and consumed. And you can also over a region, and you can also keep a track of these issues like power outrage, grid failure, etc. Now you might be thinking that we would stop there, but no, we didn't. We also have a Flutter-based companion app, and this will be used by the consumers who have AirWatt device installed in their houses. With this, they can pay their bills, register for complaints, view their usage, and bunch of other stuff right within the app. Now, let me just quickly show you how a dashboard looks like. Once you log in here, you will be redirected to this screen. Okay, let me just open this one. Yep, you will be redirected to this screen. And here you can see the energy consumption, the production cost, and everything. Now here's the map cluster. Now in case let's see, let's assume that I want to know how much electricity is being consumed in this household in sector 16 Chandigarh. I can just simply tap here and get to know how much electricity is being consumed there. Next up, we have a complaints tracker system. Now in case I'm an AirWatt user, means I have an AirWatt device at my house, what I can do is I can simply just open the app and open the complaint screen. I can create a new complaint. Let's see, let's say that I have a power outage here at my home. I can just simply just write anything, let's say ABC, and as soon as I write here, that complaint will be registered here, and the admin can assign it or mark it as completed once done. So now let's get back to the PPT and let's see what we are planning for the future. First of all, we are planning on adding a machine learning model for predicting consumers' bill for next month by analyzing the usage patterns, and then we are planning on creating an API for better integration with Google Assistant, Alexa, and other smart home devices. Now, we still have a few things left over to showcase. However, we are bounded by the time constraints, and we know like you guys must be tired. So if you could just allow us, we would really love to show those to you. Should I show the other slides, or like should I just wrap this up? Please let me know.
Ishan, you can wrap this up. The judges can take your questions.
Okay, sure. Yeah. In case you have any questions, please feel free to ask them.
For the prediction part, are you guys going to take all the pills and just taking the average out of it, or is it more than that?
No, actually, I was thinking of something. We have all this data for like daily consumption. So we might be able to predict something out of it. Actually, I'm not an expert in machine learning, and that is something we are planning to figure out in the future once I grab some hold of that concept.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Any more questions from the judges' side?
Which database you are using for this particular solution?
Actually, we are currently using Cloudflare, so like just for quick prototyping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great, guys. I think this sums it up. Thank you. You may leave now. Judges will score your project.
Yep, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Okay, guys, we next have the team Innovation Geeks with us. So let's welcome them. So guys,
Hello.
you may start sharing your screen and let me know whenever you're ready.
Yeah, give me a second. So is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. So we are ready. You can start the timer.
Yes, you may start now.
So hello everyone. Good evening to everyone. So we will be presenting our project on IoT. It is an IoT project for smart agriculture, and the track which we had taken was open innovation track. So why we had chosen the agriculture? Because India relies heavily on agriculture, and we want the nation backbone to be strong. So that's why we had chosen agriculture as a problem statement, and the problem statement was to design and develop a smart farming system that monitors atmospheric conditions. Then also we are trying to detect the weed in the particular field. So detecting the weeds. Weeds are the undesirable plants which grows along with the crop. So we will be targeting the weeds and only spraying the herbicides over the weeds. Even we are also tracking the deficiency of nutrients in the crop. So this was our problem statement. For the weed detection part, I will first go through the flow of the process. So first of all, what we are trying is are trying to capture the image from the Pi camera. Then with the help of Raspberry Pi, the image has been uploaded over the cloud, which is being uploaded to S3 bucket. We are using AWS as a storage, and for image processing also we are using AWS. So then the same image has been sent to the AWS recognition, where the image has been recognized, and the output from the image processing, if we get the weed as output, so the spray pump starts for the 2 seconds, and the wheel motors turn on for 2 seconds. So this was the flow, and if a crop is detected, then only the rover moves forward for the next image to be captured. So I will be showing this small video. Here the weed was detected. So are you guys able to see the video? Hello.
Yes, it's currently loading.
Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, is it visible now, or it's playing now? There is network issue. Just a second. Yeah, so you can see that the motor which was fitted at last, so it actuates as the detected with the help of image processing, it detects the weed, and then the rover moves forward for the 2 seconds. So it's actually lagging. I'm sorry for that. I will show you and play it again. So the motor which has been rotating, I had used it as a pump. So I don't have any pump to shower the herbicide over it. So this was the weed detected, and if it detects the crop, so it only goes forward. So I guess it will take time, so I will skip that part. So this was the actual prototype which we had implemented using Raspberry Pi, motor driver, Arduino, and also we had connected DHT11 sensor so that we can have the data from the data, temperature, humidity, and also the soil moisture sensor we had connected so that the water supply can be provided in time. So it's totally a IoT based project. Now I will be showing the part of temperature, humidity, and soil moisture sensor. So yeah, I will be explaining with the video. So it's an here. This is the image recognition models we had trained there. This was the circuit for soil moisture, and so we had connected it with the Blink app. So the data from the sensor, the temperature, humidity, and all the data is shared over the cloud so that everyone can view that. Even the deficiency in the particular crop can be seen in the right side. So the deficiency of the crop is also given there. Yeah, so this is the project, and now we are open to question.
What is the cost of entire hardware module?
Till now, we had used all the low-cost sensors, so now it's about 6,000 to 7,000, but it may increase if we go for better sensors and camera modules.
And you are running machine learning model. So is it on device or running over the cloud?
Yeah, it's learning over the cloud. As of now, we are running over the cloud because while implementing OpenCV to Raspberry Pi, we are facing multiple issues. So in order to demonstrate, we had done it on cloud as of now.
Okay.
So we had used AWS recognition for image processing part.
Nice.
And the images which has been captured by Pi camera are also uploaded over the S3 bucket so that it can be referred for the image processing. And the image processing gives us the label and the percentage of the image processing. Let's say if a weed is detected, so it gives us the percentage of confidence, how much it is. So it says 99% it's a weed, so that the spray motor can be actuated and the wheel motor then can be actuated so that the rover can move forward. Yeah, anything else?
All right, I guess that's it. So thank you. You may leave now. Judges, you may post your scores. All right, we have our next team with us, Team 2-Bit. So guys, you may start sharing your screen and let me know whenever you're ready.
Yes, thank you. So hello everyone, myself Navratan Patra with my teammates Hitesh Joshi and Priyanshu Gadai. We are from 2-Bits.
We are starting now. Shall we start now? Yeah, you can start now.
So our topic is, our project name is Virtual Meetup. We have developed a platform where we can have a virtual meetup conference, Our problem statement is, in this pandemic situation where in-person communication is not possible, we are having a virtual environment where we can have a meeting which gives the same feeling, which is done by the EcoAR. Our programming stacks are EcoAR, Unreal Engine, Virtual Studio, Google Cardboard, and Google Web Services. Now, I would like to hand over this to Hitesh Joshi so that he can start with this content.
So, good morning, judges. I am Hitesh Joshi from 2bit. Here I have designed a model for office conference where we can select our seat after entering into the virtual world. As we can see, this is a virtual reality the model in virtual reality model in Unreal Engine. If we will play it, we will be able to control it through VR. We need a VR hardware for this actually. So if we want to run it, we actually need VR hardware. I can show you here, like if
Guys,
this
your
is the
screen
object.
isn't visible, so if you're sharing your
Screen
screen, kindly
isn't
do it again.
visible.
Yes.
Okay, in just a minute. Okay, sorry, share was not clicked. I just went to next screen. Yeah, it's okay. So this is a VR classroom. VR meeting office. We can see over here. So as over here we can see it is a meeting office. So there are three different over here, and after entering into this room, we can select our seat and we can have our meeting. We can present things on the board or anywhere directly on this thing. If we will play it, is my screen visible right now?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, thank you. So when I can't play it right now because I don't have VR hardware. If we have VR hardware, we can play it. And here are the VR commands. As we can see, if I will select the model and just open it, here we can see there are commands from left controller, right controller. All those commands are there for pushing the target, picking out target. All those commands are already given here. And another thing, I've already hosted it on the online server through UMG interface. Here you can see I've created 3 buttons for IP address, connect, and host. So they are mapped through whenever a host button will be created, whenever someone will click the host button, a new level will be created, which will be this level over here, and the meeting will be started by him, and the person will be sharing his IP address to whoever he want to join. And the other person will be entering IP address and connecting through this. So the person will be connected through this. This can be also used by students in classroom, in offices, and also in factories by reducing the risk of like engaging with many dangerous machines. We can just create the model of them and help students study over here directly in a virtual classroom. It will be risk free. Now I will hand over my screen back to Navaratan Patra. He will be sharing the more models that he have created for the project.
Thank you. Just I would like to take 10 seconds. Right now, I have just created many other models, which you can see here. It is a factory model. and it is a building model for those civil engineering, for those who can study. It is an office building model. It is an mechanical engineering students model for them. It is a normal two-table conference model, and it is just a machine model which is in working state. But I've just downloaded this one, and other than that, just we have created, as my friend Hitesh Joshi has shown you the content, and it is the flowchart. Thank you, everyone. Any questions? We are open.
Okay, I can use this solution on which platform, like web, mobile, or any?
Can be used on mobile or Windows software.
And is there any restriction regarding to the hardware, something
Hardware,
like minimum RAM or something?
as I told you, I don't have VR system, so I can't use it. So the only drawback will be we need hardware.
No, it's a kind of RAM. It depend on the RAM, right?
Yeah, RAM, I don't
running
think so. It
that.
will be not big requirement.
Our RAM
Mine
requirements
is
are very
8
much
GB,
less.
and
It requires minimum 8 GB, which is
it will be really low because yeah, it depends on the model actually. If you are working on big machines and working on them, then they will be requiring much higher graphics for a better clarity for students.
Yes, sir.
For normal office meetings, it can be on a classroom can be done on low graphics, low RAM also.
And have you created this entire model like related to battery optimization and all? Like if I'm running this model on my mobile applications, so there will be a less battery optimizations, or maybe.
We have tried to reduce the size and try to keep it more as low as possible, graphics and all those things, so more memory is not used, and that may definitely save the battery, because when we are working on a project like on any meeting, if graphics are high, definitely it will consume more battery.
Okay,
so for
at a
office
time,
meetings and
only one
classrooms,
user
the
can.
battery consumption will be low, definitely.
Yeah, this is a kind of multi-platform virtual, right?
Yes.
At a time, multiple
Yes,
person
we
can come and
can.
join.
Yes, we have
Yes, we
created
can
for
enter
different
and we
requirements.
can select our seat. We can select our seat, and other person will be able to see us at our respective positions.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other
Like
questions?
it will be like a normal room, a virtual room. That's it.
Yeah.
We are not being there. With a VR headset, we will be able to see each other at our respective positions.
Any other questions? We are open.
I guess that's it, guys. Thank you. You may leave now. Judges will score your project.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great. So, judges, we actually kind of missed out on a project earlier. So we're gonna take that team right now again. So the team name is Nerds of Feather. So yeah, are you guys here? Team Nerds of Feather.
Yes, we are here.
Great.
We are Team Nerds of a Feather, and our project is System Resources Tracker for Cloud Instances. I'll start presenting my screen now.
Yes. Once you're ready, kindly let me know, and then we can start.
Yes. So, is the screen visible?
Yes, it is. And your time
Okay, you can start
starts now.
Okay. So our project is System Resources Tracker for Cloud Instances. The first question that comes to mind is, why do we need this thing? Is because providers provide resources information on their own dashboards. So if you have multiple instances running on different cloud providers, you'll have to be well versed to understand different dashboards provided by those providers. And these dashboards are very complicated and daunting, especially for beginners who are looking to enter into the cloud computing world. So our goals behind this project is that firstly, we have a dashboard where instances from different providers can be monitored all in one place. And secondly, the user interface be so simple to understand that it takes less time to getting used to and puts more focus on the data. So the architecture of the project comprises of three things. First is the website dashboard where the data is displayed. Second is the interactive shell that is present in the browser that can be used to directly access the instances rather than going to the provider's dashboard to access them. And the last part is the data gatherer script that runs on the instance itself. It gathers all the data and sends it back to the client using sockets. So the features that we have currently are resource tracking, real-time data visualization, interactive shell access, multi-provider support, and very easy configuration. I'll jump to the demo now. So here in the demo, so the user can start by simply going through a standard registration process. I've already created an account. The user can add instances and the details of the instances so that the tracking can begin, and then the user can install the script for gathering the data on the instance itself and provide the public IP to the this dialog. So here we are going to show you 4 examples of 4 different environments from which we are gathering data. So the first is the local instance. That is my local machine. So as you can see, my local machine information is being displayed. Along with that, we are also showing the currently running processes in descending order of CPU usage. Then we have the static disk storage here, the RAM that is being consumed on this particular machine, and the CPU usage for the machine. So here, this is a 30-second interval that shows the CPU usage in percentage right now. And below we have a 24 hours. So I just restarted the computer. So we have only a few points for the last 5 or 6 hours. So this was for the local machine. So example 2 is now an instance that is running on AWS. So through the same dashboard, we can get the data for the AWS instance as well. So this is an Ubuntu and the host name is different and the processes that are running. This data that is shown over here is it's refreshed every 10 seconds. That is, the instance provides the data every 10 seconds and that can be altered. Third example is the Oracle. So that was cloud provider 1. This is cloud provider 2. The same information can be available across different cloud providers and the same uniform dashboard. And lastly, we have a Docker container that is running Arch Linux, and the same information can also be provided for Docker containers. Next is the this shell over here. So this is the shell for my local system. So I'll just run a command. So this is my local information. I can access the shell through the browser for my local instance as well as any cloud instance that I have. So as you can see, we have terminal access over here. So this was also, you can perform CRUD operations on the instances that are over here. Lastly, I'll like to show the tech stack that we have used. We have used Maven stack for the website and sockets for communication, OS utilities to get the information from the instances. Our future scope includes improved authentication for shell access, more charts, and performing data analysis on the data that is gathered. Mobile application to receive data and alerts on the go. So if the resources are critical, the users, the admin that is monitoring the resources will be notified, and improve the data gathering efficiency. So even right now, if we see that the process that is running, so for example, over here, so this is on the Oracle instance, we have this running. So it itself consumes only 0.2% of the CPU. So the main idea is that a utility that monitors resources should itself consume very few resources. So that has been the main focus behind this application. So yeah, we are done with the presentation. We are open for questions.
Before we move ahead, so judges. Yes, Vrijraj sir, you can go ahead with your question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so this is our tech stack that we have used. So there is Mongo, Express, Vue, and Node for the dashboard and the website. For displaying the charts, we have Chart.js. And for gathering the data, we have sockets and OS utilities. And for the terminals, we have used Node PTY, which simply spawns a pseudo terminal where the code is running. So that this is our tech stack.
Okay, and if I want to communicate with XYZ instance directly with the help of CLI, so is it possible with your Explorer?
Yes, yes, it is possible. So here, as you can see, first you have to add the instance over here along with the public IP. Next, in the terminal section, you can access it from here. So whatever commands you want to run, this can be run from here.
Okay.
Also, another thing is that right now, the process here is that the pseudo terminal is running on the instance. So instead of that, to make it even more secure, what we plan to do is spawn the terminal in the browser and then connect via SSH to the instance. So in this case, the authentication would be really strong, and no one without proper credentials will be able to access the shell. So that is another thing from our future scope.
And for authentication, you are using
Yeah, right now the website has normal authentication that is available using whatever routes based on in Node we have. So we are using that.
okay. How you ensure the security part? Like if I can access the portal and then I can access.
Firstly, to access your particular dashboard, you'll have to create an account and you have to log in using the password. The part for the shell access is yet to be implemented. So as I said before, the pseudo terminal is running on the instance, but we can run the pseudo terminal here and then use SSH to access the instance. So we have the plan, but we due to time constraints, we weren't able to implement that.
Okay, nice.
Thank you. Any more questions?
I guess that's it. So, yes, thank you. You may leave now.
Very much.
The
Thank
judges will score your project.
The second last one team name is 2-bit, right?
So, thank you, judges, for taking your time out and asking questions and being here for judging our hackathon. We're truly, truly grateful to all of you for that. Also, I heartfully congratulate all the teams who have really worked hard these 2 days to build up such amazing, amazing projects. Just not the winners, just not the top 20, but all of you have worked really, really hard. So give a pat on your back for that. And we will be releasing all the winners and we will be announcing all of them tomorrow. So stay tuned, because we'll be announcing not just the hackathon winners, but also all the contests and all the games and sessions and events that we've conducted so far. All the winners will be announced tomorrow. So stay tuned to that. Thank you everybody once again for making DSC WoW such a huge successful event. I can't be more thankful to all of you. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's WoW.